What's up, everyone? Welcome to another THPN live stream. My name is Lance, your host for tonight. Joining me, as he has been this whole series, most of the series, is the wonderful Sam Wallace from the Caniac Report. How are you doing today, Sam?
I'm doing well. The other co-host, Sam, couldn't be here, but I'm here. So that's the most important thing. And Lance, thank you for being on here again.
Absolutely, man. It's I have a lot of fun streaming this with you guys. I love playoff hockey. It's also nice just to get obviously you're wearing the Canes jersey, so you're a huge Canes fan. I got my red lights on. It might look a little orange, but they're red. For my support in the Canes tonight. They're the one team I have left in my bracket that is left. If they lose here, my bracket is completely toast. I'm not even remotely close this year. So what do you think Carolina needs to win the game tonight?
Again, if you look at the past games, I mean, they're right there with Florida. It's just Florida's goalie's hot right now with Bobrovsky.
Dude, playoff Bob.
Yeah, he's playing amazing. He's playing like he's actually worth $10 million contract. And I think the thing with Carolina, I think it kind of goes both ways here. I think, Bobrovsky's playing very good, but I think they could create more quality shots. I did hear, I believe, because I listened to Elliot Friedman today, and I think he raises a good point. And the fact that probably Carolina needs to crash the nets a little bit more, get up in his face.
Do you think they're a little scared with how physical some of the play from Florida's been?
I think that's a huge part of it. And Florida, I think, has done a really good job of just clogging up the middle of their defensive zone, which Carolina's really, really had trouble in. Because a lot of their shots are coming from a little bit on the perimeter, even though they have had quite a few good chances on Bobrovsky.
Yeah. Well, and Bob he just set a new record for most saves in the first 3 games of a series. So that's telling you that, yes, the Canes are down, 0-3 right now, but they've been there every single game. That first game we did, oh my God, 6 hours worth of hockey. Got my money's worth that night.
Yeah.
And yet it took so long to figure out just who had it. And it was interesting too, because that was an away game for Florida. They are back at home tonight for game 4. Like I mentioned, Carolina being down 0-3, this could be it for them.
They could put me out my misery tonight or keep it going for another.
Yeah, right. Oh my God. Right. Well, I mean, knock on wood, it keeps it kind of going. Yeah, I'd love to see him here in the finals. We got a couple comments out here. I have Hybo Stud. Welcome in, Hybo. Welcome in. Thanks for joining us tonight. Hockey from home. Hey, what's up? Long time no see. Nice seeing you back. What's up, Donnell? How are you doing tonight? How's everyone doing tonight? Let me know your score predictions here in the chat and comments. And we'll go over Jacob. How about them Knights? Let's go. Hell yeah, Jacob, dude. Wasn't that awful? Now, this is a little off topic of this game. Did you see the news? How Dallas fans were throwing trash on the ice and at Las Vegas team as they're coming off the ice? That's the Dallas Stars GM. Sorry, I hit my mic. The Dallas Stars GM has issued an apology via I think social media and Twitter and whatnot on behalf of the people there. I hope they realize how ridiculous that is. That's, you want to go throw trash at something, go to a football game. I don't know, dude. You can throw squids, salmon, hats, rats, whatever the hell you want, but just keep the trash. Just keep the trash in your hands. Awful.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, listen, the Hurricanes are in the exact same position as Dallas. And now I could be wrong because I haven't been to any of the actual games yet. They haven't really thrown trash on the ice. And I think no matter what sports fan you are, it's just not nice to throw trash in the arena.
Yeah. Kind of awful. And we also saw the one and only Jamie Benn, kind of a surprise. Darnell here reminds us
he's
2
suspended.
games for his cross check on Mark Stone. It's Mark, right? Or is it Marcus? Mike?
It's Mark.
Mark, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very unfortunate hit. Not something we talked about this a bit beforehand. Not something that we thought we'd see out of Jamie Benn. Yeah, pretty rough there. So a couple questions here. I'm gonna. This is directed at you, Sam. Donnell asks, "Do you think the Hurricanes win tonight to avoid getting swept and force a Game 5 back at home?"
That's a good question. I think if the Hurricanes win, yes, they do avoid getting swept, but that shouldn't be their mindset. They should win because they want to win the series.
Yeah. At this point, the Hurricanes need to do a full reverse sweep.
Yes, they do, and it's going to be very hard doing that. And I mean, you already have injuries being out, and I believe I said this in the last episode. Every team has their own press conference after once the team's eliminated in some sorts. And Don Waddell and maybe Robert Moore probably bring up that it's the injuries that kind of made us not advance into the Stanley Cup. But I mean, I don't know if that's enough of an excuse. That's just my thoughts, but
dude, we'll see. I mean, something else we could maybe see tonight is Florida knowing that they're up 3 games. I could see them maybe wanting to take a break too. If they start playing hard this first period and they can't get up goals, I could see them maybe relaxing a bit just to try to like mitigate any scoring on them, but also to save themselves for a next game, so that way they can come out like hotter and stronger than after going every other day for 3 days. Possible. I'm making that shit up out of my ass. I don't know. Jacob says they threw popcorn at Hillbilly Aiden. Oh, Aiden Hill. Why do you call him Hillbilly Aiden? Yeah, whatever. Panthers in 4. Oh, Panthers in 4. Okay, so Jacob's predicting Panthers win tonight. Do I think it would be a great Stanley Cup Finals between the Panthers and the Golden Knights? Hell no. I mean, it's going to be a good game.
Oh, it is.
Like, those 2 teams, though? Really? Vegas Golden Knights, I get it. I just...
Florida, it's hard to imagine Florida, I'm guessing. I'm actually, I mean, even though Florida is probably going to knock us out, this might lead to some controversy, but if it's Vegas and Florida, I'm going for Florida. Because I'm not a big, even though I like the players for Vegas, I'm not a big fan of its management.
Oh,
because I think they've had some questionable stuff with the trading of Marc-Andre Fleury. I didn't think they handled that well, and obviously, I mean, they basically traded Max Pacioretty to us for free.
Yeah.
So they have some asset management problems, in my opinion. But the players are doing great for them.
They are. Jacob brings up a point here a little bit. Like, I personally think Eichel, like, after all that bullshit he went through in Buffalo, to see him on a team that he could possibly win a cup now. Eichel and McDavid came into the NHL like basically together in the same draft. Did. They were what, like 1 and 2, and to see the Vegas beat Edmonton 1 is chef's kiss. Perfect, love it. But then 2, I mean, I've never been a huge Eichel fan, but then thinking back to the shit he's been through, I kind of get where he's coming from in some ways. And so if he got that, it'd be whatever. So hey, on my screen they're currently showing Bobrovsky squirting water on his head. Are you about the same spot?
He's doing that right now.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. So we're very close on timing. Excellent. So before the op drops, before the game starts, quick score prediction.
Score prediction. Man, this could go either way, but I'm gonna say Florida wins 2-1.
Oof. Hey, you know what?
I'm gonna say that. I think Carolina's gonna score. I do. This game. I don't think they're gonna get shut out twice. I'd be a little bit shocked. If they get shut out twice, but I think they'll score at least 1 goal. After that, all bets are off for me.
That's fair. All right. On my stream, puck has dropped. It's about 8 seconds into the game, and there's a whistle already. It's going to be a late one, folks. Grab some coffee.
And Kachuk is already getting into it with.
Oh my god. Yeah, go figure, dude.
My respect for him has probably gone a little bit down this series, but
definitely. I mean, not just this series in general. I'm not a big Kachuk either one.
What's funny is I actually have a signature of Keith Kachuk, who played for St. Louis, their dad.
Really?
So, yeah,
that's cool. That's cool. All right. Marc-Andre isn't good anymore, which is why they traded him. Well, he's not as good as he once was. He's still quality. He played great for the Minnesota Wild this year. Played pretty great for them as far as I'm aware. Canadian Chick 92, your dad cheers for the Florida Panthers. Go Panthers, go! Hell yeah! Well, that's cool.
Yeah, cool.
Some more score predictions rolling real quick. We got 3-0 Panthers from Jacob. And we have 4-3. Kevin Brown, hey, thanks for joining us tonight. 4-3 in overtime. Oh my god, dude, you heard it here first. Kevin said it. Kevin said the magic word. Oh no.
I mean, we dread that word, honestly.
After that, I never did until the other night. How did it just kept going?
Oh gosh. Oh
no. Wow.
Oh gosh. Where is it? Oh yeah, they already scored.
Damn. All right. Florida is up 1-0 with taking advantage of some mess in front of the net. Drew out. Is Anderson in tonight?
Yeah, Anderson is in tonight.
Okay. They drew out Anderson to his left side and were able to get it back around to the right and scored. An open net. Ouch. Well, you know what? First, this is what happened. That one game, they both teams scored in the first 30 seconds, right? And it went to 3.
Yeah. I don't know what went through Brady Shea's mind there. I really don't.
I don't know, Donnell. Donnell says early goal the Canes give up. No, I mean, I think hopefully this will put a fire up under their ass to make them go. You know, quick strike by the Panthers. That is a very wild. Here, when we get a minute, Donnell, I'll get back to your comment from up top. When I get a minute here, call a little bit of the game here and there for a bit. So far, Florida is 50% on their shooting percentage. Shit. Been 3 shots in the whole game, and one of them was a goal.
But I'm not blaming the goalie for this series. Oh, Florida getting physical too.
Yeah. Florida.
Oh no.
Oh no. Slavin's down.
Oh no.
Was it? Oh, I need to see this replay. I need to see if it was clean or not. What?
Oh no.
Oh no.
He just has a concussion. I already know it.
Shit. That's exactly, I think, what it is. Yeah, I think you're right.
And
I think. Look at the look in his eye. I know that look. I've watched so much UFC. I've had concussions myself, dude. Rob Brendamore sitting there. Okay, watch it. He doesn't take a single extra stride for half that zone. He's just going in there. That's Slavin had his head down, dude. That's rough to see. No penalty on the play. As honestly, after watching it,
oh, ooh,
what do you think, man? So Slavin's going around the back of the net. Bennett, shoulder to chest.
It looked like he aimed himself a little bit on Slavin there. I could be wrong.
Whoa. What is this? We have 3 dudes in the box? What happened? I didn't see what happened. All the junk happened afterwards.
Wait, 3 guys in the box?
Yeah, it looked like sorry, I might be a tiny bit ahead of you.
They're still replaying that hit.
Yeah, it's still on my. Oh, because he cross-checked Bennett in the back. Okay, I wasn't quite sure who that was. Oh, it looks like Brent Burns and who?
How is Florida getting a power play out of this?
Dude, that's some bullshit. Let's look at the summary. See if the summary knows what's up yet. They don't even know what's up yet over here in the summary.
What?
That's pouring salt on the wound right there. That's salt on the wound. Ouch. Ouch. Panther on crack. Interesting. Wow. Okay. Well, we'll get to your question here from earlier, Donnell, after this power play. Florida kind of playing this sloppy. It's 4-on-3 right now. And they're just, I don't feel like they're not playing like how good I've seen them play 5v4. But going in hot, shot in on Anderson and is blocked. That's sick. Okay. So the pause here in time real quick. So slashing for Burns. So he must have slashed Bennett as he was going by or something. I don't know. I don't even remember seeing that penalty. Brent Burns got slashing. Martin got a cross-checking, which we saw. He cross-checked Bennett in the back. That's, I guess, whatever. Like, fine. That's a penalty. I don't know what Brent Burns is in there for. And Matthew Tkachuk slashing. Maybe Burns and Tkachuk were doing something to each other. I don't know. I'll have to look it up later. That was
that's just crazy.
Fucking bad. Slavens, he's gone. Rest of the.
Well, I mean, the Hurricanes lose this game. I mean,
yeah, I guess that. Yeah, it's not as big of. Well, it's still a big deal.
Not that big of a deal, but to me, the most important thing with concussions, though, is that it's how you recover from it.
Yeah, right. You can't put yourself out there too early.
Yeah.
Because I always bring everything back to the Jackets. We lost Jacob Voracek this year on a concussion. He has had too many.
Andre Kasha is a prime example of just having too many concussions, which not to
still able to play, still great, but then can't play because of that.
Exactly.
Angus, hey, thanks for asking. I'm doing well tonight, as well as I can be. Real quick, since there's a bit of a lull here, well, we'll talk about this first, just a second. Donald Weaver says, have you guys heard the news? There's a rumor that there's going to be a stadium series at MetLife Stadium of Rangers, Islanders, and Devils Flyers. It was announced yesterday. Great for the area. Yes, I have heard that, and good for those teams.
Yeah, I think it's official too, I believe, isn't it?
Say what?
It's official, I believe, that they're having.
Yes, I think it is official. I don't think it's a rumor. I think that it's an official announcement. Yeah. So interested to see that. That looks awesome. Let's see, that went through that. Samus, you wearing the old Hurricanes home jersey and Adidas. I do say that the 25th anniversary jersey needs to be their home jersey, not that black jersey, even though it looks nice. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. All right. How you feeling about this so far, Sam? I know it's 1-0. I know. How you feeling about the Canes?
I mean, I knew Florida could win it, but I also knew if Bobrovsky isn't playing as good, Carolina could win it. It's been down to the wire for all 3 games. But so far, it has not looked good.
Dude, from experience, I know Bobrovsky is an absolute beast. Experience meaning I've seen him play on the Blue Jackets. Those were the years we were good, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's when we actually, that's when we swept Tampa. That's when we beat the Leafs, and then gets traded for another penalty. It looks like Radko Gudas. If I had a choice to kick someone out of the NHL, I would kick Gudas out probably before Wilson.
I don't like Gudas either.
Probably one of the dirtiest players in the game. Like, that was so uncalled. Come on, dude. Did you see what he did? Then they'll play the replay.
Yeah, that was so uncalled for.
Just unnecessary.
Good, but you know what? Good on the officiating. They were able to help that. So
Kevin Polito says, "Thank you for this comment, dude. Gudas looks like a Clash Royale character. He does too.
he does.
Oh my god, definitely a cartoon or something for sure." It's funny though. Now we were just talking about that beforehand. We mentioned Wilson and Marchand. Marchand dirty, yes. Is he going to straight up injure you like permanently or end a career or take you out of games? Probably not. He's an annoying rat. The rat. He's an asshole. But Gudas and Wilson, like, they're bigger. They put their weight into it. Oh, good try from the Canes there. They're about halfway. I'm sorry. They're about on my screen, there's 1:20 left on their power play.
A minute and 15 on my end.
Right on.
It's really hard to say times because time keeps moving forward. So
yeah, right. Absolutely. Yeah. And then when it pauses, once it like you have to say it right when it pauses, or you're like, if you run a few seconds later, now you're like, well, yeah, we're both at 13:51, but it was paused for however long. Oh man. But so far, looks like the Canes are really trying to take advantage of this power play. Another slapper right there
from Jarvis.
Good
try. But he went low a little bit there. You gotta go high.
Yeah, have to get it up. Get it up because those them blockers and the glove is heavy. You know, can't be very light. But last few 15 seconds here on the power play.
And there's a stoppage.
I heard like water somewhere. Sorry if you can hear it in the background. Bob has gone into beast mode since he got pulled in the Bruins series. You are correct. You know, as a person whose team Bobrovsky used to be on, he don't like that shit. He likes to be the man. I don't blame him. He's got it in him to be the man. And yeah. Is that you?
Yeah.
Okay. I looked at my phone and I was like, wait.
Yeah, sorry. That was a text on my end.
Oh, you're fine. Just making sure. Donnell says he saw Fast 10 today. Good movie. Really enjoyed it. Nice. I'll probably see it once it like comes out, gets out of theaters and whatnot. Just because I'm cheap.
Oof.
Excuse me. Sorry, I had to burp there. As we're talking about people who annoy us and who we don't like in the NHL that much, Jordan Binnington is high on my brat list. Yeah, Angus. He deserves an ass whooping. Yeah, they should have let him and Mark go.
He's a fiery goalie.
There we go. Carolina making Bobrovsky make some more saves. Looks like Tkachuk is up in the face of is that Mark Stahl? I don't know. They're not going to replay it, too. They went to a commercial. Oh, well.
Yeah, they went, yeah.
Donnell, Sam, I'm from the New York metro area that has 3 hockey teams in the area. Rangers, Islanders, Devils. Sucks to me that either of my local teams, the Islanders or Devils, couldn't beat the Canes, but the Panthers are. Dude, once the Panthers beat Bruins, man, all bets off. Bets are off after that.
And they handled Toronto pretty easily, and it seems like they're handling Carolina easier.
Isn't it nuts that Toronto just got rid of Kyle Dubas, even though he made it like into the playoffs and into the second round? Like, what?
There was something. My guess,
his public appearance.
Could be public appearance. I think something happens between him and Brandon Shanahan because he's the president of
hockey operations.
Operations for Toronto. I think there was some fallout there between those two, but we just don't know. Apparently, there are some people from the Toronto organization that's saying that they're kind of pro Shanahan and others are pro Dubas. So seems like That's what's going on. I mean, that's what I hear from Elliot Friedman. He was an insider for the NHL. So
Yeah. Yes, I like to follow Elliot Friedman on Twitter as well. Since I mentioned Twitter, Sam, what is the Caniac Report's Twitter handle?
the Twitter handle for the Caniac Report is just type in at the Caniac Report, and you guys should be able to find it.
The Caniac Report. Hell yeah, check it out. They do some great work over there talking about the Carolina Hurricanes.
And what's your guys' Twitter handle?
You can find me at BrewJacketsPod or at Hefty Duck there and on Instagram. Check out some of my artwork. I do logos and shit. I also do a lot of just random drawings.
Oh, so you draw?
Yes, sir. Yep. I used to tattoo as well too. The lifestyle is a hard one for me to keep up with. So currently doing graphic arts and illustration. It's a fun time.
Yeah, that's cool.
RJ Calabro, Sports NHL Schedule Scoreboard Update. Hi. Hey, what's up, RJ? Welcome in. Nice to see you again as usual.
Hello.
Nice to see you. The Florida Panthers have not gotten a shot off since that goal. Whereas the Carolina Hurricanes have gotten off 3 since the Panthers' goal. Looks like they've stepped it up a notch. Looks like that's what's going on the ice too. It's getting a little testy out there, a little heated. I don't blame them.
Yeah, it is. Ever since that huge Slavin hits, I do think Slavin was looking down. He needs to keep his head up a bit when doing that.
He flew like 2-3 feet.
I know he did.
He could have held up a bit. He could have made a quality hit a little slower. It still would have took him out of like the play. You know, it still would have been a hockey play, but a little bit slower.
It looks like Carolina's going on the penalty kill, I believe.
Oh, cross check to Ekblad from who's number 20 for the Canes.
That was completely unnecessary.
Yeah. Sebastian Aho, the Carolina Hurricanes version.
It's callable.
Yep.
So yeah.
Damn, I wish I would have called it earlier in this game because I said this the last time we were here together, and that was, if the Hurricanes want to stay on top of the game, and did this really well that game for the most part, they have to stay out of the box. You can't give Kachuk and company too many power plays. Because right now, Florida's looking not bad, keeping the puck mostly in their offensive zone.
Of course, they're able to get it out. But man, this game is going to be a lot harder now with Slavin being out. He's a rock on the team for Hurricanes.
Is he? What line of defense does he play?
Slavin plays on the first pair with Brent Burns, and now I think it's kind of based on a rotation, which you probably should, because it's a playoff game. But
Ooh, nice glove up there by Anderson.
I don't like him just coming in like that, but I mean,
Bennett with a clean shot, came all the way from right side of ice, over to just over the left side of center to hit it right into Anderson's glove. A little higher, that would have been a little more dangerous. That was a shot by Bennett once again. 2-minute interference call. That was not crossing. Was it really? Interference? No, it was cross-checking. Oh, yeah. Gudis got the interference earlier. Right. Looked like Kane's trying to do what you said earlier, to try to crash the goal.
Yeah.
But it's the one guy. I mean, you can't.
Yeah, they need to.
Put there right now.
Again, I'm not saying you should try and injure Bobrovsky, but get in his face.
Yeah. Get a little snow wash up in there. Get a little, little spray action.
Yeah, the spray action where you come in quickly, then stop all of a sudden to spray the ice on
them. and then screen it with your body and then get out of the way and try to tap it in.
Exactly.
Ooh, a great pass from behind the net by Florida. Ooh, dangerous being on the ground, trying to block a shot
There
while
you go,
looking
Burn.
directly at the puck.
But you couldn't get it out.
Ooh, almost out. 5 seconds left here on the
And of course, Florida scores again on the power play.
with literally 5 seconds left.
Yep.
Damn, that couldn't have gone. Wow. Ouch. Ouch. That's unfortunate to watch. So it becomes 2-0.
There's
Florida.
Keith Kachuk is in the building.
Yeah, so is Jaromir Jagr, who he scored like 49 goals when he was with the Panthers. At one time, one of the oldest NHL players that was on the ice playing. Just thought that was interesting. Could you guys imagine that the finals in two sports of South Florida of the NHL and NBA is the Panthers and Heat versus the Golden Knights and Nuggets? Dude,
that's crazy.
That is really weird.
Dang.
Dude, this is scripted. Ducks legend, Frederik Andersen. Love it, Kevin. Don't forget about Columbus legend, Jonathan Quick, who's now over with the Vegas.
Oh, going to the box again?
For what? Did he say something? Because I don't know what else he would have done there. Gudas just fell. He's like, I'm gonna. He just made his body go limp and allowed himself to get knocked over. Gudas doesn't get knocked over by something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that. He drew that penalty. I just don't think like.
Well, maybe he's not. I don't know.
Oh, they showed the replay on my end. Quack, hell yeah, PJ.
On my end.
Kachuk is a pest. You look at that Panthers and Flames trade, it looks like the Panthers got the best of that trade between both teams. But the way that the Flames retooled themselves, you know, and even they also lost Johnny Gaudreau. They're still a very good team. I really think that they should have done better this year. Maybe it's a coaching thing. Wasn't their coach wasn't Daryl Sutter? At one time. Oh, okay. I think he was one time coach up there. No, yep, that was him. Calgary Flames head coach 2021 to 2023.
Yeah, Daryl Sutter.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Oh, I love this. I love this question from Vax 20X. Why does Carolina look so bad? Oh, that is the question of the night.
Are they tired? I mean, I would be tired. You know, I'm not a professional.
They could be. They could be tired. I don't know. I mean, penalty kill's not doing good because they
can't stay out of the fucking box. Like
they can't.
Come on. Oh, so wait, hold up. Carolina with a power play here. Did Gudas get a flop? Did he get an embellishment?
He might have gotten an embellishment.
Oh, hey, my buddy Matt from the Brew Jackets is joining us here for a while. What's up, Matt? Welcome into the show. We are just over halfway, about 9 minutes left in the Carolina Hurricanes versus the Florida Panthers, Game 4. And Florida is currently leading 2-0 against Carolina.
Yeah, I was watching. And
Carolina's got a power play for a minute and a half right now. Something random here. Thanks, Kevin Polito, for this. This is funny. All right, Canes looking like they're good on the power play. Philadelphia lost 3 major sports championships last year: Phillies, Eagles, and the Union MLS. Interesting. Have to keep an eye on the Union over there, Matt. Matt's the newest Cincinnati FC #1 fan. What's up, Jeff Nelson? Welcome in. I like seeing you as well. Always. Where are we at on this power play?
53 seconds on my end.
Right. Yep, and we're still Florida has gotten off 2 shots since they made their goal. Wait, Florida's still 50% shooting rate. They got a.
They're doing pretty good.
Damn! Wow.
They're
Bet
shooting.
they can't keep that. Hi, Bo Stud. What's up, guys? You're the best guy here at THPN. Well, thanks, Hibo. I appreciate it. We try hard to bring you a fun, entertaining stream.
What's up with the red lights in the background, man?
Canes. I'm rooting for the Canes.
Thought you were
usually for the Blue Jackets, it's blue themed because Blue Jackets. And
but I thought you were advertising yourself there.
What?
No. Red lights.
Oh, I got you. Okay. No. My name is not Roxanne. I am not a hooker. Who is this guy? Matt. Never saw him before. Matt is from the Blue Jackets with myself. Matt is also from the wonderful state of South Carolina.
I'm not.
Is that a goal?
Paul Stastny, I believe.
Is it going to count? Is it going to count with? Did he get kind of mixed up there with Bob?
Yeah, I think so. Bob caught the puck, but it leaked through him, and Paul Stastny was able to find the puck in all alone. So 2-1.
Wow, 2-1. There it is, folks. I never said my score prediction, did I?
No, you did not.
I'll give it after intermission or during. Trivia question from Jeff Nelson. How many Sutter brothers have been in the NHL? I'm going to go with what Kevin said, 5 Sutter brothers. Really?
Yeah.
That's insane.
They're a pretty big family in the NHL.
Wow.
I know Brandon Sutter played for the Hurricanes, but I know there have been way more than that.
All right. Well, good for Carolina getting a shot in on goal there. That was nice. Kevin Brown says, Florida knocked out my Bruins, so I can't root for them. LOL. So one thing to think about, though, is if Florida goes and wins the Stanley Cup championship, then that proves that the Bruins lost to Stanley Cup champion winner, right?
So that should make fans probably feel a little bit better.
It'll look, it won't make the Bruins look quite as bad, right?
Once my team is out of it, I really don't care.
Eddie Murphy in the house. Oh, like on TV. Oh, like at the game or something. I'm assuming. Interesting.
No, we're gonna have him on the live stream.
I wish. That'd be sick. Wow, kind of a high scoring, low shot first period. 4 shots from Florida, 6 from Carolina, and it's 2-1 Florida. Wild. 3 goals and 10 shots. Who would have thought after these defensive goalie? Right? Because Bob Rosky killing it. Stalls are a close second. Yes, they are. Then also the Hughes brothers. I think there's 3 of them in the NHL now.
Yes, Hughes brothers.
Jack and Matt.
Yes, Luke, Jack, and Quinn. Luke Hughes, who kind of made his debut with the Devils. Jack Hughes is on the Devils, and there's Quinn Hughes, defenseman for Vancouver.
Yeah, pretty cool.
And what's funny is that they're the first trio pair of brothers in the NHL ever since the Stahl brothers, because you had Jordan, Eric, and
Mark.
Yep.
Is it Mark? Yeah. That's all. Something else too. I guess. Because you have to think a lot of these dudes' dads probably played in the NHL too. Like for instance, take on the Blue Jackets. I always gotta bring it back to the Blue Jackets. Sorry. Cole Sillinger is playing, and
Max Sillinger,
and Cole Sillinger, and his dad was Mike Sillinger.
That's right, Mike. That's right.
His brother plays for the Cleveland Monsters, and they've played together on the NHL ice, and that is Owen Sillinger. He's older than Cole by a bit.
I did not know that. That's pretty cool.
Just something interesting, and I'm sure there's other stuff like that out there, like brothers playing. Lower leagues.
Same thing with the, even though they're not on the same teams, the Kachuk brothers.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't they have like a younger brother coming up yet too? Or am I just thinking of someone else? I think I'm thinking of the Hughes.
I don't think so. I could be wrong. But I know it's Brady and Matthew, and their father Keith was a huge St. Louis Blues player.
And Max Domi and Ty, he's Ty Domi's son and everything. Who Ty Domi I like
Oh
a
my
little
God.
better.
Ty Domi was the definition of an enforcer back during
He was such a badass. Max just seems like a little like fox terrier. Like he wants to be badass, but he's just a little too small. I don't know. Although his dad was small too.
Yeah. Like father, I guess.
Max Domi, if you ever happen somehow to hit this, I'll fight you. 100%. Let's make it happen. I didn't care. I'll fucking fight you. Okay, so we're at a commercial break right here on the broadcast. So we'll go over a little bit of these the score. Sorry, I was opening my chocolate bar. I hope that wasn't loud. I didn't think about it. Couple more shots coming in now. 7-6 shots. Carolina Hurricanes up 1 at least there. Obviously, Florida with an insane shooting percentage still.
Yeah, but I think Anderson, they're not going to have that ridiculous shooting percentage as the game goes along.
Yeah, of course not. I'd hope not.
This
is something from the first from the first game in the series that had no penalties for like the third period, and this one we have 3 penalties first each. Both teams have 3 penalties each, and we saw, unfortunately, Slavin leave the ice. Probably. Have you seen any like news on Twitter or anything?
Too, so that sucks.
Yeah, that blows, dude. I think he's it was a huge, like very, very key part of their of the hockey of the Canes.
Yeah. And Kevin just says Slavin must be in concussion protocol. He is not returning. I expected that. Just the way I saw him getting up, and he couldn't even stabilize himself trying to skate.
He just fell over.
That's concussion right there.
Yeah. I mean, I never saw his eyes close on the ground, but he tried to get up like right away. It might be a very minor concussion, but a minor concussion is still a concussion. Which
there you go, Chuck Yoda. You lose the puck. Oh well. But you know what? Even with Slavin being out, which does hurt their D, I still think Carolina's D is amazing. I do.
Yeah. Since he's been out so far, they've been doing well.
Yeah.
And they even came back and scored a goal then too. Jeff Nelson says he's not sure the NHL likes the teams that are left that are going to get to the finals. Ratings will suffer. Might be surprised a bit.
Yeah, you might be.
The stats are when 2 American teams play each other, there's way more interaction on there's more people that watch those than when an American team plays a Canadian team.
Oh,
little shot right into the middle of Bob by Pesci, right into the middle of Bobrovsky's stomach. That was a good try, though.
Yeah, that was close. Again, right into the stomach. Probably not going to get past.
Donnell, no, I did not know this. Did you guys know Tina Turner passed away today at the age of 80?
Yes, I did knew that. I saw that on.
Damn.
Yep.
Well, that's unfortunate. Rest in peace, Tina Turner. Brought some great hits that I can't name off the top of my head.
Yeah,
I probably would know it if I heard it, but
I might too. But I know I don't listen to a lot of Tina Turner songs, but I know her.
Yeah, I probably know him if I heard him. All right, looks like Panthers making their way back down the ice into their offensive zone. It's just about 2 minutes, 50 seconds ish left in the first period. Florida up 2-1. Florida shots 6, Carolina 9. Nice. Wow. That was very, very close. Ooh. Still very close. It looks like Anderson's going to have to cover it up. So let's see. So these 20-minute periods have been taking about 45 minutes each. every time we do one of these. It's kind of ridiculous. Oh, I just saw up in the top left corner, Slavin will not return tonight. So
Yeah,
that is
I'm not surprised.
unfortunate.
That was an awful, very awful hit.
That was rough. That was rough.
But I think probably the hardest, man, Florida is trying to hit Carolina, trying to beat them physically.
And to this point, they kind of have been in a lot of situations.
Yeah, they have been winning the physical battle. And I think another thing too of why Carolina might be down is I think no matter what, you have to have physicality in the playoffs. I don't care how good you are, you can't rely on skill alone. You need to have physicality.
How many fights do you think that you saw on average this year? Or like how many fights do you think were roughly happened with the Canes? And who would be their fighter? Or enforcer if there was one?
So there was a fight in the playoffs between Nason and Aricala, which Nason, he's a bit of a dirty player, which I like. And I think you need that, and I think that's the reason you need to keep him in the lineup. But I mean, Canes are a little bit soft. I mean, Svechnikov, not only is he a player that's very dynamic offensively, he's also very physical too. If you remember that huge hit in the playoffs on Lindholm, in the playoffs last year against Boston, I believe.
It was almost a Borden by Canes, almost. But here we are in the last minute of the first period. You think? So what do you think? Like Burns would be like up for it too if he had to.
I think if he had to, he would. But I think we're getting into the players that, unless they have to, they will. Because I just don't think we have any players that are just willing to get into the fight just because, other than maybe Nason, maybe Martinook, but that might be stretching it.
Yeah.
I think a player that needs to get more physical, because I think he's probably the strongest guy on the Hurricanes, is Jordan Stahl.
I just saw him hit somebody and I was like, where has that been? Can I get some more of that, man? Like, he's a big dude. Big dude. 5 seconds left and they're gonna go for a face off. I think I wasn't paying attention much to what was happening.
Oh, and there was a slash from Lundell there on Netflix.
So
yeah, now called there.
Are they gonna call it?
No, they did not.
Bullshit.
I mean, Kane's power play hasn't really been good this period, so I mean, Vax 20 has an interesting question here. Do you think Carolina's coach gets fired if they get swept? No, I don't. Because they're going to look at the injuries that they have, and oh,
there is a little pushing and shoving after the time has been called. Love to see it. I see Burnsy reaching for Kachuk there. Jarvis is up in that.
Jarvis, you're very small. I don't really want you to get into a fight.
Yeah, he's definitely getting towered over. Aho's in there.
Oh, Burns. Look at Burns. He is livid.
Dude, Burns. Aho looks pissed, too. What happened to Kachuk? I bet. Oh, Burns did something to him. I kind of missed it. On my screen, they were focused on Kachuk. I'm sorry, they're focused on Sebastian Aho. Interesting. What's up, Kevin? How's it going, man? Welcome in tonight. Welcome in. They're hurt, not soft. Yeah, somewhat. Yeah, but yeah. Donnell, let's go through a couple of these comments. Then we're gonna take a short break for the intermission, and we'll be back. So real quick before we get to those comments, I want to know something, guys. Okay, Sam, do you live in North Carolina?
Yes, I live in North Carolina. Raleigh, North Carolina, born and raised.
Gotcha. I was just curious. And Matt, do you live? I know you live in South Carolina, but do you live anywhere near Raleigh?
No.
Right
on. I was just curious. Just had to ask.
I think Raleigh's a little bit closer to like the Virginia border than South Carolina, ain't it?
Yeah. What do you think? Or do you know, Sam?
Which part of South Carolina are you from, Matt?
I'm close to Greenville,
Okay, yeah, I
so
know who you are.
about
Yeah.
an hour below Asheville.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, we got a pretty funny comment here. Hold on, I'll bring it up here, Kevin. Other Kevin. There's 3 Kevins in chat tonight, by the way. Thank you all for joining us. We have Kevin Brown, Kevin Polito, and Kevin Valentin. Love y'all. Thanks, Kevins.
Yeah.
I'll pass this one. I'll come back to that, Dono. Carolina is 0-2 versus Florida in these playoffs.
Yep.
0-1-2.
Oh yeah, because that's 4 losses right there. Probably 1-2.
Extracurricular activities as Kachuk is down. Did Burns hit him in the dick? Is that what happened?
It could have. I didn't
Spears?
think the camera gave a good angle on it, so I couldn't tell. But if he did, that would be
for that one. I'll check Twitter here during our break. It'd be nice to get 2-6. Yeah.
I just want Carolina to win a game. At this point, I'm not really expecting them to win a series.
Kevin, I almost said it myself, but
KKK.
watch how you phrase that. Yep. Yeah. All right. So it's been a crazy period so far. We'll talk a little bit more about it when we get back from our break. I'm going to run a short ad for you. Then we're going to have a few minutes a break for ourselves, and I will see you back. And I might run it one more time before we come back, just for S's and G's. But we'll see you guys here on the other side of this commercial break. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to our live watch along, live stream, whatever you want to call it. We're here. We're watching the game on our end. You're watching the game on your end, and we're talking about it. So, let me know any comments you got in the comments. Let me know any questions you got for a huge Canes fan and hockey podcaster over to my left. My left, your right. Sam Wallace here from the Caniac Report. Throw up your comments and questions in chat.
And by the way,
also-
Stefan Nason is out too for the Hurricanes.
What?
Yeah,
What happened?
I don't know. But he's out. So 2 players out for the Hurricanes.
Damn.
Again, it's not going to matter if they lose tonight that much, probably. But if they win, I mean,
That's
those 2 players being out, I just can't see Carolina. It's a bigger hill now if they win.
right. PJ says yeesh. Wild. Ouch. That's very hard to hear. As someone myself who I've not been personally invested in the team, but I am rooting for them through this series and through the NHL. So, let's see. Oh, hey, we got Matt back on with us as well. What up, Matt? There was a lot of penalties that period. That was pretty nuts.
Yeah, 3 for each team.
Daniel says, how do you suppose to get people into the NHL via the finals on cable TV and not on national TV? It reminds me that the NHL was with NBC in rotation with NBCSN. This should be on ABC. I personally think there should be games on ABC at least a few times a week.
Yeah, I would agree. And I think just in general, I think NHL games need to be more accessible.
Yeah.
They really do.
I live 2 hours away from Columbus. I can't get Pittsburgh or Columbus games unless I buy their specific app. I'm already paying for a TV service that would have the channels that they would be on.
Yeah. I don't know. You guys use Bally Sports?
Bally Sports, garbage app. Absolutely awful.
But you know what? They're going bankrupt.
Yeah. Hope we won't see them again. But PJ Jones, I think this is a question for you. Sam, how much longer do you think Waddle goes before retirement?
That is a very difficult question. I think if Waddell goes, I think it's going to be how Tom Dundon reacts, because Tom Dundon, the owner, is very hands-on. And I think if he somehow goes, I think he is either – my chances he probably is going – because there's always an assistant general manager. He's probably going to promote that person, I think, maybe.
At least be interim. If
At least be interim. Because I do remember when Tom Dundon bought the team right away, that there was a little bit of a hard time getting a GM externally from what Tom Dundon was paying. So he might promote from within, but we'll see. I think, to me, the brains, though, really rely on Eric Tolsky, who's the assistant general manager. Found out that he's no longer a candidate to be Pittsburgh's GM.
Oh, okay.
Eric Tolsky is the brains because he runs the analytics area. So
right on. Yeah, Donnell, this is what I was just saying too, because so the NBA does the NBA Finals on ABC. Disney owns every channel that you could think of. No, but seriously, I'm not even kidding. They pretty much own, like, if you think that some other company owns it, they own that company, right? They're crazy. So they do own ABC. They own ESPN. They own TNT. TNT and ESPN are like both owned by Disney. Which is not a problem. I'm not saying there's a problem. I just think, like, you're right. Being more accessible. Me being as far away from the city that I root for. My games are blacked out. If they're on ESPN Plus, if they're on TV, I can't watch them here. They won't let me.
You have to get a VPN, probably.
Yeah. I would literally have to get a VPN, or what the NHL is currently encouraging by not doing anything more about it is I can pirate it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I do. I'm not saying I'm going to.
Safe answer.
Stream here, but that's what they're pushing it towards. Man, that's just.
Yeah, they kind of are, and it's just one of those things where the NHL is kind of feeling like corporate America a bit, and the fact that they're trying to get as much money as possible in ways that I don't think people agree with.
Yeah. RJ Calibro Sports says today, breaking news: Wednesday, May 24th, Buffalo Sabres signed Kyle Okposo 1-year contract, $2.5 million.
Reasonable contract. Played pretty decently for Buffalo. So yeah.
So is this an extension?
Yeah, I think it's an extension because he was going to be a free agent.
He's a right winger. Oh, he was the captain of the Buffalo Sabres. That's right.
Yeah.
Isn't he like D captain?
Which honestly, you look at all the other players on Buffalo. You could argue they might be captain, like Tage Thompson, Jeff Skinner,
dude,
Rasmus Dahlin. Oh, they do. Alex Tuck.
They should have done better than what I think they did this year. Like they really.
They're so young, so good.
Yeah. Curious to see how they do. Not a big fan of how my team got their absolute ass folded over and handed to them back on a silver platter twice this year by Buffalo.
Yeah.
Damn.
But Buffalo's question's going to be goaltending, though. They did not have a good goaltender.
Yeah, we need ours to turn it back around, because at one point Merzlikins was top class, top tier, and now we just need something to figure that out. It seems like in general. So who's a UFA? Who's an RFA for Carolina this year? Who are they at risk of losing?
So I think the biggest question, I doubt he's going to go anywhere. Either he's going to retire or he's going to resign, and that's the captain, Jordan Staal. His contract ends. If he wants to hang it up, that's fine. I'm not going to say he should not do that. That it's his life. He should do whatever he thinks is best.
How old is he?
He's 34 going on 35.
Okay.
Right now. But if he does resign, I know Brendan Moore is a huge Jordan Staal fan, and in fact, I think Jordan Staal is probably Brendan Moore's favorite player, just from the way he talks about Jordan Staal. I love Jordan Staal to death, but the guy has no skill. I'll be a little bit blunt about that. He's not like what he used to be.
Right.
He's still a great face-off man. He's still really good defensively, but his offensive presence just not there like it used to be. So I think he needs to be, in order to get more offense out of this team, which you're probably going to need because you're going to get probably eliminated at some point, if not tonight. I think you need to put Staal in more of a fourth line role to try and bring more offense into the top nine.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't disagree with that. Do you think though? So Blue Jackets legend Rick Nash,
Yes.
when he retired, he came back into the front office. Actually, he is like basically a recruiter, or like I guess you'd call him, like, I don't think he's a scout. There's an official title for it. That's basically like he's head of like the player introduction, like he's the guy that bring, like, when they come in first, I think he's like the first guy they talk to, and like and they send him out to go talk to like the young kids who like all know who he is, right? Like,
yeah,
shit, it's Rick Nash. Try to real bit. So do you think that you can maybe see like something like that in Jordan Stahl's future?
No, and the reason why is because I think we already have that in Justin Williams. In fact, Justin Williams, he's taken on an advisory role to the general manager. And in fact, before this game, there's an article on NHL.com saying that he kind of gave the captains of the team a bit of a speech. So far, it hasn't worked out, but you know what? Carolina's not out of this. I think when they score that goal, they can be like, hey, we can score on Bobrovsky.
Yeah.
And I know they can.
There's a hole in the wall somewhere.
Yeah.
Wait. I didn't say that. Didn't say that. Looks like they're back on the ice, getting ready to start here. We'll finish off with this. Well, they're going for puck drop here soon, but as long as nothing happens here. Donnell asks, which team do you think has a better chance to come back from a 3-0 series? Hurricanes or Stars, or are they both done?
I don't like playing the comparison game because I don't know much about Dallas. Obviously, I know more about the Hurricanes. But I mean, this to me, what I admire about the Hurricanes is that they don't give up. So if I think the Hurricanes have a better chance of probably doing a comeback than Dallas. But again, I haven't seen much of Dallas play. I still think Dallas is a very good team, though.
Yeah. So far, first 40 seconds, Florida down on their offensive zone hard, really making a bunch of shots. A bunch of very aggressive playing going on, but no goals yet. Personally, there's a good try from Montour there.
Yep.
I really think, I literally had the Stars versus the Hurricanes as like after the Stars won their first matchup.
That would be a fun series. Two Southern.
It would. That would be sick. Actually, I mean, you want to talk about growing the game? It's really grown in Canada, of course. It's grown up north too, where it's nice.
And it's growing up in the south, and I think you want it to grow everywhere, and it's growing where it's least expected, and that's in the south.
Right, which is very interesting to see.
Really,
Panthers with a good try there. What's up, Sean Butcher? Welcome in. Thanks for joining us. RJ says, Florida Panthers, Alexander Barkov, who was just back in for this game for the first time in a while, out. Upper body injury. I'm not surprised. I think he was like semi-questionable coming in.
Yeah.
And the aggressiveness and physicality of this game is a lot. For someone who's just barely uninjured.
Donald asked a question for me. Let me ask you a question. Did you go to the Stadium Series game of this year between Hurricanes and Capitals? And do you like Stadium Series jerseys? Did you get a Hurricanes Stadium Series jersey? I did go to the game. That was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. So fun. It was really cold, though.
Yeah. Oh, I believe it. That's sick, though. That's really cool.
I didn't care how much I spent. I was going to go to that game, and I did. Amazing experience. Carolina played a great game, too, and they won against Washington.
Nice.
Really
that makes it even better.
Yes, but I did not get a Stadium Series jersey. What's funny is I did wear a Stadium Series jersey, I think, the last live stream, but that was not mine. It was borrowed. So, because I did not have a jersey. And I was like, I want to wear one. So, yeah.
Right on.
And Skull's getting chippy here.
PA asks, Sam, I'm not quite sure I fully understand this entire question, but what are the on-off solutions to avoid being an analytics winner at Canes and get to the final? And they reference Oakland A's as a different sport. So you're saying, what do you mean avoid being an analytics winner? Like how the A's shouldn't have won, but the numbers on paper.
So the Hurricanes are known for being an analytics winner, and the fact that they dominant possession.
Mm-hmm.
That's one. The other is that they're one of the top teams in generating high danger chances. Now, what's funny is that they're like last and actually finishing on those chances, but
yeah.
Hurricanes are an analytically a little bit of a driven team. But I think
there it is.
There it is, Teravainen. Woo!
Teravainen with the
All
goal.
right,
Let's go.
dude.
Was there assists on that? It looked like it came out from the goal, and they tie it up.
Yes,
they make
they
this
tie
game
it.
2-2, and that much more interesting.
I am
That
very
much more
happy for
entertaining.
Tavo because
At
I didn't think he
17:09.
played well. I didn't think Teravainen played that well in the past probably couple games, but he ties it up. Good for him.
Damn, that's excellent. Good to see.
Yes, that's very excellent.
The first shot broke some dude's stick. Did you see that? He blocked.
Yeah, I saw that the stick was broken.
Wow, that's so sick, Brandon Moore. Getting out the fist bumps. Damn.
Good job.
Good job, Canes. That's excellent. All right, so they need to keep up what they are currently doing, which is playing back physical, not backing down against the Canes. Against the Panthers. One thing I've kind of thought about the Canes before is that I don't feel like they have one star. Like, like Rangers have Panarin, right? Buffalo, like Vegas has Eichel, Edmonton, McDingus, and Canes. Like, yes, there are some standout players, but in general, it's almost more like the entire, like their depth, like their entire team is a little bit raised up without having like those really that one super highly paid star. Or am I completely wrong on that?
Well, the closest thing to a star that the Hurricanes have is Sebastian Aho.
Yeah.
So, and I think when he is on his game, I definitely think he is probably a top 10 player in the whole league. Here's the thing, though. I think in the playoffs, while it is good to have skill and all that type of stuff, I think when it comes down to it, what's important is how the whole team plays as a whole. Look at the Rangers; they had so much skill, but they couldn't get out of the first round.
Yeah.
Colorado, defending champs, so much skill, couldn't get out of the first round.
Right. So, defending champs. What do you think about that? What happened?
Yeah, I know, crazy, but I think it comes down to the system that you play than merely on just skill alone.
Yeah, and there's that cup hangover, you always hear about too. I mean,
yeah, true. Although Tampa has defied the odds, and Pittsburgh has too.
Yeah, true. Game back on here, about 15:50 on my screen. Tied up 2-2 finally. Looks like Bob almost got caught off guard there, but Florida's bringing it back. Oh, nice counter down towards Carolina. 3-on-1, and he just take a shot right at Anderson. You dipshit. Pass it.
Oh, good on Anderson. Get it out.
One pass, he would have scored. What a selfish. Good for the Canes, though.
I'm happy he didn't score.
Right. But that was crazy. That was close. Kevin says Montour the spectator. Hell yeah. BJ Jones putting up celebration when that goal happened there. Excellent. Andrew, what's up? Welcome in. Thanks for joining us tonight. I appreciate your company, as always. It's a little off topic, but I'll talk about this now since there's nothing super major about to happen. I don't know. I can't tell with the action. It can just come out of nowhere sometimes. Donnell asks, since I'm a Blue Jackets fan, wouldn't I love for an outdoor game for them? That's a touchy subject. And the reason why. So
I think every team deserves an outdoor game.
Well, I think the NHL really, really wants it at the Ohio State Football Stadium. The shoe. Yeah. And a lot of jumble up in front of the net here, in front of the Panthers net. Is Bob on it? Is it free? What's going on?
Oh, they good to play that, but wow, good for the Canes.
Wow, that was good. They're putting the pressure on here. Is exactly what they need to do. Brendan Moore told them in the locker room exactly what to do, and it looks like they're playing their game plan out exactly how he wanted it. That's excellent.
Bobrovsky had some trouble getting that rebound from Drury.
Well, he lifted his leg up in such a rebound is so weird. He was like in the process of standing up when he put his leg up. If he would have stayed down, it would have been easier, I think, for him to like just glove it up and like stuck it into his chest or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, wild. So anyway, they want. I believe the NHL really just wants it at the shoe. It's not going to happen because the head of the Ohio State football organization or whatever said it's too old of a building. It can't take that kind of cold temperature. Their pipes can't handle it, or something.
Because
and they need
it's
$8 million to winterize it. So,
interesting. The outdoor game at Carolina was played at Carter Finley, which is home to the NC State Wolfpack football team.
So the Cleveland Browns let the Cleveland Monsters play a game outdoor up there. They also let the Ohio State play a game outdoors up there. The actual Ohio State hockey team couldn't even play at the shoe. Anyway, that's why it's a touchy subject, but I don't get too involved with it because I could actually talk about that subject for quite a while. It's very, very touchy.
Yeah,
a lot of fans from the Blue Jackets because it's been many years.
I mean, I want Columbus to be a good team because
they never really have been.
It's you haven't really had sustained success.
Yeah,
being in the playoffs. So I understand it as a Hurricanes fan.
Andrew asks, "Who are we going for tonight?" Well, Sam is a Canes fan from.
Just look at the jersey. You'll get an idea.
If it's not obvious enough by that, I'm also rooting for the Canes. I want them to get through this. I think I've had the personal thought that they've been a great team for so long. They do deserve better than this. In fact, because they have the from the coaching to the talent, it seems like a well-rounded team. They're not just one stat higher than everyone else. You know, they seem very well-rounded. And maybe not like top tier every single player or like a couple players, but they seem like really high tier everyone else in general to me. May Madness at the Florida Net. Sam, do you like the Hurricanes reverse retro 2.0 jersey this year? I believe it was black with just a red flag in the middle of it, right?
The reverse retro. That was, I believe, the one that, if you remember, the other co-host, Sam Driscoll, he hated. That was what the diagonal Canes thing. I believe that was
the storm warning flag or something.
No, there was no flag. It was just Canes, kind of like the road jersey.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
just red. Yeah.
So I'm seeing this brought up on my screen right now about highest playoff save percentage and whatnot. So in this series, one thing to think about is Sergei Bobrovsky came into this game for this series with a 9.78.
Yeah, that's crazy. But good for him. I mean, good for Bobrovsky. Again, I don't really hate a lot of players on this team other than maybe Matthew Tkachuk.
Yeah, well, he's easy to hate.
And Gudas. I probably hate Gudas more than I do Tkachuk.
Oh, I would 100%. Like Tkachuk could stay in the league. It's whatever to me, but Gudas should just be banned.
Yeah.
Sean, what OFC means? Of course, I believe, Andrew. Well, so game's back on. Canes bring down the ice with a far-off shot with a deflection off Bob, which gives the Florida Panthers almost a counter, but they blew it hard. But they will retain possession.
Hey, good for Carolina, though, for just
the slapping back and forth. All right, there we go. Carolina off the races. There's a 2-on-2 that wasn't.
You gotta have a better pass than that, man.
Donnell.
Oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding.
No, who was that just went down?
Natchez, man. Everybody's getting hurt.
Damn. Is it Martin? Is it Martin Natchez?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
That's hard to see. Oh my god. Well, he is helped off the ice, but he is able to be on his feet, which is better than Slavin.
Lower body.
Damn, that's hard to see. That's rough to see. Yes, Donnell. 30 years since the Canadian team won. You do want the Canes, but you're going with the Panthers. Yeah, I understand. I mean, the Canes man himself here said, what, 2-1?
Oh, knee. Ooh, that hit the side of the knee. Ouch.
Oh, no. It was a
Ouch,
knee
ouch.
contact? Ugh.
I don't know. Head and knees, I don't like.
Those are – I hate seeing that. Hate it.
We already have 2 knee injuries. We don't need another one.
It's a red jersey. It's a copy of their away jersey. Yeah, right on. Panthers deserve to be in the finals. I mean, with once they beat Boston, I thought that they're a dangerous team. Do you think it's staying under 7.5? Going to bet 110 on it. Daniel,
Everybody.
I wish I knew. What I will tell you is what the DraftKings sportsbook odds were pre-game. And I believe it was like a minus 5.5 for the Canes and like a plus 5.5 for Florida for the over-under. Don't quote me on it. Do your own research. And I cannot tell you how to bet. I don't even want to like speculate at what if it's going to be over under 7.5. I mean, just, I'm not giving you any betting advice, but I think it's staying under 7.5. Don't bet off my advice. Don't bet because I said something, just to clarify. But if you're using DraftKings, use code PHPN.
Don't get my advice at all.
Yeah, no, don't. Yeah,
especially when in North Carolina, DraftKings isn't.
Oh yeah.
Right.
What do you think about Jamie Benn? I think he's a great player and not a bad person. Realistically, I don't.
You're shocked.
Yeah, surprised. Yep.
Nason's back in the lineup, so that's good.
Oh, that's good. That's good to hear. Not out for the game. Friendly fire will not be tolerated. Yeah,
no,
why don't you tell that?
And the thing is, that was Burns who shot it too. We know how heavy his shots are.
Yeah, for sure. That could definitely put a hurting on. I mean, dude, seriously. Dude.
Yeah, sorry. I'm receiving text messages.
Oh, you're fine. These ain't soft. These are very like it's holding it and it's like heavy. Imagine like literally getting hit in the mouth with a puck.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
Dude, I'd rather get hit in the mouth with the baseball. Any day of the week.
Yeah, possibly.
I mean, I would rather not get hit in the mouth with anything, right? But
yeah.
Looks like that loose. How did I say this guy's name? Lustaninen, is it? Florida Panthers have an injury right now.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm trying to see from what?
Is it
the line?
Oh, is it Luosterainen?
Let me.
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh, Luosterainen. Yes.
Yeah,
that's how you pronounce
Luosterainen.
I said Luosterainen, but yeah.
Former Hurricane, by the way. But
E2.
Yeah.
E2. What a cool name.
Yeah, that is a cool name. There you go, KK.
But yeah, it looks like shots have been keeping up with each other here, roughly, 17 Carolina, 15 for Florida. They definitely got both those up. Just over halfway. Ooh, oh, shit, I shouldn't have said anything. Fucking caster curse, dude. I'm so sorry, Sam. I should have kept my mouth shut. Florida Panthers score, make it 3-2 in the 10th minute of the game. Just about to be halfway through the second period. So
that was off of a turnover. I don't like seeing that. I believe that was off of a turnover. And puck management issue right there.
Oh, and yeah, and the Canes got caught too far up a little bit. There was no way he could get back when he fell off on his knee there.
He needs to get it out. You can't. Just get it out, man.
That White to Longberg. We've seen them teaming up pretty well this whole. Yeah, I know. Oh, I pointed down. It's Sam. Please tie Canes. I know, right?
No, I would love to. Well, my prediction's wrong.
Yeah, Already? That's good to hear. I totally forgot. I'm pretty sure I forgot to make a prediction at all. I think this could be very interesting because Brindamore is a very, very good coach. But on the other hand, Paul Maurice is too. And with what they're both working with all the injuries we've already seen this game, we know for a fact that Slavin and Barkov are not coming back to, fairly can be fairly big pieces for both teams. So interested to see. Andrew's saying Panthers 6-4. Yeah, that would blow that 7.5 out of the water over. If you're betting the over, I mean, that's a very good possibility. Luster Ryan gone to the dressing room as well. So that is the
hurt, and 2 players for Carolina hurt. That's interesting.
But isn't it the 5th player who's gone too? Like, because someone's back. Nason's back. Yeah, he's back. But isn't it the 5th player overall? Because there was 3 from Carolina. Natchez and Slavin, and then Nason was out, and then we got Barkov and Luostarinen out. So that's now Nason came back, but we've seen 5 pretty big injuries so far this game. That tells me that it's aggressive out there. They want this hard. Panthers 6-4 says Andrew. NHL 22 goal horns. Hi, how you doing? Welcome in. Just have your company as usual. If Florida wins, you have to do a Let's Go Canes chant, and I'll donate $20. What? Did you mean to say it backwards? Or are you just torturing us?
If Florida wins, you have to do a Canes chant. I mean, that's confusing. I would think you said if Florida wins, you have to do a Florida chant.
I'll still do it. I'll do it with Sam.
Yeah,
we'll do it either way, whatever. I'm down after the game. We'll do it through tears if we have to.
Yeah. In fact, I have sticky notes here. I'll just write down "Rest in peace."
Oh yeah, don't
Hurricanes, and just be like, "Here lies the Carolina Hurricanes for the season."
All right, so we have for the second period so far, shots on goal are even, and so are goals for this period. Florida got 2 in the first. Canes tying that earlier this period with their own goal, and interesting here. Oh, excuse the yawn. Happens when I talk a lot. So far, a lot less penalty minutes in that there's not been any. There were 6 penalties last period.
No penalties this period, which honestly, if they were not to call any penalties, I'm fine with. But if there are very obvious ones, they maybe need to call them. Only if they're very obvious.
All right, game's back on.
Oh, Natchez is back.
Oh, nice. That's good to hear. Good to hear.
Good for him.
There are 2 no.
It didn't look as bad as the Slavin hit, so that looked really good.
Yeah, that one looked like damn, there was a player from earlier this year. He ended up playing for Toronto. Ben Harper.
Maybe.
Do you know who that is? So he played on a PTO. We're considering hiring. Yeah, a tryout. Yeah. For the Jackets for one preseason game. In that game, he got into a fight, and he was knocked out cold. He was his body was fencing. Do you know what I mean by fencing? Like when you get a head injury and someone's on the ground and they do that kind of arm thing.
They jerk.
Well, it's they have a stiff limb or something like that. Usually it's their arms are stuck outwards or something like that. Unfortunately, I don't remember why I brought that up, but that was bad to see as well. And you actually really saw him get knocked out, and so it's oh gosh, as bad with Slavin. No way. Did it go? No, it didn't go in. What do you mean, an injury?
Oh no, it's just another hit by Bennett who
Dude,
made that hit on Slavin. So
that was
gotta
close.
watch out for him.
They were messing around in front of the goal there. $20 is $20. Hell yeah, Kevin. I get you. So there's been quite a lot of hits going on. Now, for the most part, the hits have been even for the second period, but here for the whole game, Florida's got 14 to Canes 19. Canes have really been bringing the pressure. You have to wonder if that's going to pay off by the third period, or if maybe they could tone it back a little bit to save some gas. But if you do that, you scored on.
Yeah, maybe. Although there is, I would say, again, some, not much, but some ambiguity on the tallying of the hits and the stat sheet, because usually the team that hits more is the team that's without the puck. So
that's true. Yeah. I've seen that a lot in Jackets games this year. Which at least they're playing with heart. I loved it. I love seeing it. The Canes are really like I think you said that earlier or something. Like if it comes down to heart, I really think the Canes would pull through this one.
Yeah, they could. They could pull through this game. Oh, fast!
Wow. Anderson with the kick save. What a nice shot.
Bobrovsky with the kick save.
Dude, the uniform was red. No. Damn, I'm as bad as Jeff Rimmer. Oh, just kidding. He's the old play-by-play. Like, not by old, I mean he's still there, but he's old. Play-by-play announcer for
the Panthers.
Andrew.
Sorry, I'm in Blue Jackets. Yeah.
Oh no, you're good. We're distracted here too, watching the game quite a bit. I know the Panthers killed my Leafs, and I don't want them, but I don't. Your next door neighbor for last 9 and 10 years. Be it Florida, Naples. Oh, and you're rented a place for 3. Nice. One has closed from COVID second year. Nice, dude. That's awesome.
That's cool.
You have a little vacation area down there in Florida. I lived down in Florida for a while. I lived in like Sarasota area, which is about it's closer to Tampa than it is Miami, but it's not like it's its own city out on the Sunshine Coast. Very fun time. I had fun. I was young.
Yeah, where is that? Yeah, where was that in Florida again?
Sarasota, just south of Bradenton. It's south from Tampa, like 45 minutes, hour maybe. Yeah, I actually lived in Northport, and then I worked up in Sarasota, Northport, Port Charlotte area.
Got it. I'm actually going down to Florida later this year because my sister lives in Pensacola. So.
I've been to Pensacola beaches. They're nice. All the golf beaches are way nicer than the Atlantic side.
Yeah. Whoa.
What just happened? We have a goalpost dislodged. Looks like Brent Burns was jawing a bit again. He didn't seem happy with that play. We have a shot in, a tip up. Kotkaniemi goes to turn around. Wait, did he just get high stick before that? Oh, I see. Okay. Well, that's kind of a fair play. Stahl just kind of held him off with one arm, and Kotkaniemi kind of fell into the goal. It wasn't pushed, I don't think. It's penalty worthy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, NHL 22 goal horns. If Carolina wins, I'll donate $1 and you have to pull your pants and rake your shirts off.
Gosh. Maybe on a different day.
Yeah, maybe on a different day, but
maybe after a few drinks.
These comments are helping with the loss right now, so thank you.
Screw you, Kevin. Not worth it. Not worth it.
Yeah, not worth it.
All right. We'll see about this one, NHL. That's a weird one. I kind of don't believe you. No, sounds like a deal. Man, I have been working out lately, but I've just no drinks. What a slam coming in. I think he glanced off him a bit. That was
Stall,
a
I
huge
believe.
hit.
Yeah, that was Stall.
He shook
Good
those boards almost into the front row.
Oh, nice.
Nice little chipper by Canes there. Florida stuck in the neutral zone right now.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Lance, good for you that you're working out because I don't work out and I probably need to.
Yeah, I just started to. I guess I've never asked you. I've never told you either. I'm like 32 years old, right? I'm curious how old you are yourself.
I'm 26.
26, right on.
Oh, sorry, 25. We'll be 26 in a few months. But
there ain't too big of a difference there.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, when I was a lot, I was skateboarded a lot when I was younger, and like I didn't realize how good a shape that kept me in until I went to skateboard the other day, and holy shit, yeah, I can feel it. But getting back in shape, trying to anyway, be healthy on my game. We're just under 6 minutes in the second period. Florida's up 3-2, and they are trying to crash the net of the Carolina Hurricanes. A nice little pass from the ground there by the Canes.
There you go, guys. Just getting it out. Sometimes you just gotta get it out.
Yeah. Oh, and they almost kept it in their offensive zone. Here we go. It's a nice little 2-3. And Florida's too slow. They give this dump and chase there. Florida with another shot on goal here or something. Yeah, Andrew, I am 32 years old. Born in 91. It's so I think I mentioned this last time too. Kevin Valentin, if you saw him in chat here earlier, he's my co-host over on the Brew Jackets. And we didn't know until like it was almost our birthdays that we have the same birthday.
Really?
I mean, he's 1 year younger than me, but I thought that was super random. Like we didn't know each other before the podcast.
Yeah. So you have so combined, including you guys have 3 hosts?
Sometimes, yes. When Matt's able to get off work, he likes to show up on our streams. He was a first year hockey fan this last year, and he got introduced to the Jackets on a it can only get better from here. So I hope he'll be more impressed next year. And he's brings like a lot of comedic relief to us. There's a penalty there.
Ah, crap.
Slashing on Brent
Tripping.
Burns. Tripping.
Yeah.
Unfortunate to see.
I'm a little bit surprised I don't see Brendan Moore that animated this week.
I'm not showing that message. You're getting kind of weird now, NHL. Andrew, you're 36. Oh, I thought you were younger. I don't know. I guess I assumed your birthday is late 80s. Nice. Yeah, 36. That would be like 87, right? My sister's that age. One of my sisters. Hold on. You're getting NHL 2022. Have you been drinking? I'm just curious. Just curious. It's not a big deal. I don't care. You're allowed to drink if you're over 21 in the United States. Just curious. No more deals. Hey man, it's way she goes. Fucking way she goes, boys. Way she goes. Wow.
He doesn't drink. He's 10.
All right. Well, you better keep it that way. NHL 22. You better keep it that way.
Oh, that's funny. Again, these comments are helping me
cope.
I cope with
get your mind off a little bit
game right now. So
right. Which they're not too far behind, but I can see how this would be very nerve-wracking for you as well. Attaboy. Don't tell me your real name NHL. I mean, it's cool. I'll call you NHL 22 still. Don't give out your personal information on the line. Don't do it. Don't.
Yeah, don't.
Anyone. You don't got it. Attaboy, go crazy with the juice boxes. Hell yeah, Kevin Melito. Maybe I'll swear a tiny bit less too. You're a believer of the Panthers. Hell yeah, brother.
There's a lot to like with the Panthers.
I mean, there's more than I thought.
Yeah, more than I thought.
Like after they lost last year with the President's Trophy curse, I mean that. Oh wow, an amazing.
Oh,
What
Carolina
the
needs to
hell
do
just
better on
happened?
their Carolina needs to do better on their PK.
Yeah,
They're losing special teams right now.
and
Because
right. They're spread out a little bit much. I feel like
get into like a box formation.
Yeah, and stay like more in front of the net as opposed to like chasing out that hard because like they would like double commit.
You to do that. They want you to chase.
Exactly. They want it to draw one or two of you out with the passes, and while you're out, pass it to the guy that's open, and boom, back door. Easy.
There you go.
But that was such a good play by the Panthers that they almost scored on that. I'm really surprised.
Oh, sorry, NHL 22 if you're a girl.
Oh, yeah, my bad. That's whatever. Believer of the Panthers. Yeah, dude. I mean, so shorthanded for the Canes making a shorthanded rush.
Okay.
Oh, and they almost got it.
Oh,
High, but now they are stuck up in their offensive zone. And Florida has a 3-on-3 coming back. All right. Everyone's back on defense now. 30 seconds left in Florida Panthers power play.
Get it out. What are you doing? Okay.
I was surprised to see the Panthers like start to skate back when it was still in the zone. What a shorthanded play there by the Canes. Wasting a lot of good time of the power play. Excellent.
Yeah, and Aho was driving that play too.
Yeah. 10 seconds left in the Florida power play. Do not discount them. Though they scored with 5 seconds left in their last power play. Anything can happen. What am I watching on? I am watching on a monitor hooked up to my laptop, which is separate from my PC.
I am watching on my TV.
While you're broadcasting on your laptop, right?
Yes. On my MacBook.
Oh, your MacBook, yes. I've thought about doing other ways, like when I normally like just like the regular stream. I'm not watching anything over here. Usually it's just a blank screen, or sometimes I use it for like a colored light. Since I put blue lights in the background, make it yellow sometimes to make my skin a little less dead looking, I guess.
Penalty here.
Ooh, Verhege, 10 to the box. Let's go.
Power play, but I'm not confident in the Canes power play this game.
But I'm not unconfident in it either. Like
cautiously optimistic.
Ooh, that was so close. Chance by the Canes. It's wild.
About to go to Chatman. Did you see the coach's bench there?
I did not.
They freaked out. Apparently.
That's wild. All right, so Carolina on the power play now. You're gonna have looks like they're gonna have about 17 seconds of a power play when they to start off the third period. So they're gonna get the rest of this period and then a few more seconds here in next period when they start off. That could be huge for a face-off win. Let's see if Florida can hold them to it here. These are the first two penalties in the second period, and they both happen within the final 5 minutes here. So very, very interesting how that's playing out. You get one, I get one. That's what they said to each other.
Yep. This is
Panthers kill looking pretty good right now. Though. That was so close by the Canes. Oh no! And Panthers on the shorthanded attack back. It was 3-on-2 for a second. Luckily, Anderson just legs it away easily. Don't. Hey, I appreciate your company, NHL 22, but don't give away personal details online. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no. We really don't need anything that's important to you,
Yeah.
like Social
But I will
Security.
call you Ainura if you'd like to. If I'm pronouncing it anywhere close, I can call you that.
Yeah, call us whatever you want us to. Oh man,
Whoa, what happened? What happened? What happened? I'm lost. Why is
give it a second.
I need a replay? Okay, Kane's in. Take a shot and another shot, and it's on its way out with Florida, and the whistle was called. I'm confused. What happened? Is there a penalty?
I think it's the end of the second, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
I've had that happen to
it's
me
getting
too.
late. It's getting late.
Yeah.
I don't have sound on either, so I don't hear what the announcers are saying. I don't hear what's going on in the game either.
Yeah.
So
And when it comes to live streaming, I don't even want to test with the sound because I'm sure there are probably copyright stuff. I'm not gonna.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've put when I'm by myself. Sometimes I'll put like one of my earbuds in, like in just my right ear, because normally my camera's my left, and you don't even see it then either. But
Yeah.
and sometimes I'll do that when I'm by myself. But when I'm talking with someone, I'd much rather hear you and talk back and forth with you than anything else. This playoff is so good and so intense and so insane of this year compared to other years. You can't turn the channel to basketball or baseball. You did anyways. So you're stuck with hockey. Yeah. It's been a crazy, crazy game, crazy series this year. I mean, like I think a lot of it happens every year, sure, but I think a lot of brackets got messed up in that first round.
Brackets are made to be broken. That's how I view them for the bracket challenge and all that stuff.
That's fair. That's what my co-host doesn't like to do them at all, Kevin. He's like I like he just can't tell. He's like, I would rather just not do one than to be wrong. I'm like, oh, that's fair, honestly. Like,
because I'm sure everybody had Boston beating Florida. Nope.
right. Kevin Polito says so many penalties this game has been sloppy. Florida's approach must have went full villain Karate Kid coach with the sweeping the leg. Yeah, no shit though. It does. If they were Karate Kid, if this was the movie Karate Kid, the Canes would be the Karate Kid. Yeah. Andrew says Lance in caps. What's up, Andrew? Back to you in vocal caps. Should I say that? I don't know. Yeah. Whatever. All right. Well, I need a little bit of a stretch. I need to stand up, move around a bit.
Yes, I do too. I need to get me a drink.
Yeah, that's perfect. That sounds perfect. That's what I'm going to do too. I'm going to grab a drink. I'm going to do a little stretching, grab a snack, and we will see you guys back here. Here in probably just about like 5 minutes or so. I'm going to play our ad, and then we'll be on like a waiting screen for a bit. But we will be right back with you to finish off the third period of the Carolina Hurricanes versus the Florida Panthers. Currently, Panthers up 3-2. Been a crazy, crazy good game.
Canes have goals, though. I'm happy.
Yeah. They got some goals. It's not a shutout here. And in fact, they're
Yep.
I don't want to say it. I'm not going to say the two magic words that could end up, taking us to 2 a.m. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, I'm not. I cringe when I hear that word.
Can you hear anything? Oh, I got you, Andrew. I got you. All right. Well, all you fine folks out there, I will see you soon. Oh, wrong button. Whatever. Here we go. Here's the right button. I got you. What's up, everyone? We are back live with the Florida Panthers, Carolina Hurricanes game, live watch along and live react. Currently, it's 3-2 Florida. What's going through? I'm Lance, by the way. If anyone's just joining us, and to my your right, my left, we have Sam Wallace from the Caniac Report. And if you can't tell by the title Caniac and the jersey he's wearing, he's a huge Canes fan. So, Sam, as a Canes fan, what is going through your head right now?
As a Canes fan, I mean, you're down 3-2 going into the third period. I'm not going to call it a game yet if it's just a one-goal game. But I believe if Florida scores the next goal, I think they are done. They're just that good of a team right now. But, I mean, there are going to be lots of Canes fans who are going to be probably more upset than I am. I try to be even keel about this type of stuff.
Be real about it, you know.
Yeah, not get riddled about it. But I mean, I remember taking a poll on our Instagram, being like, regardless, do you guys think that the Hurricanes that has had a successful season? Pretty much every Canes fan said yes, because the expectations were probably, this team's probably going to get knocked out in the second round. They'll beat the Islanders because they don't have any goal scorers, but they're not going to beat New Jersey. So I think with the expectations of a lot of the Canes fans, especially I think it's because of the injuries. Canes fans are happy with the season, regardless.
Definitely a couple injuries that are hard to
overcome.
Hard to see here. In this game already, you know, we've seen for the Panthers, we've seen Sasha Barkov out the rest of the game. We might see Luster Ryan out the game. I haven't heard any news about him. We saw from the Canes,
Slavin.
Yeah, Slavin, he's out the rest of the game, guaranteed 100%.
Yeah.
Same with Barkov. Then we saw
Nason getting hurt from that block.
Yeah, both having to go. That's a mouthful, Nason and Natchez. Having to go to the locker room, and then they have both returned the game though, which is good.
Which is good. Yes,
very good thing to see. Andrew Bouchette, Buchanan. I almost said it again, dude. I almost said this guy's last name completely wrong. Anyway, Andrew, longtime fan of this channel. We appreciate you. I love seeing in here all of our streams. It's always nice seeing familiar faces as well. Nice to talk to y'all. I never missed a stream except for the last Leafs game. That's all right. It's the Leafs. They suck anyway. But thanks very much for joining us, man. We do appreciate your company a lot here. So very interesting getting to know what's kind of going on in a Canes fan's head right now. A lot going on in this game. There's been a lot of physicality. There's been like some mistakes. You know, that's something that sometimes you don't see as many mistakes as more or less you see someone doing something better, you know, to get past it. But tonight, I feel like, you know, this is 4. They've been going every other day, 4 games. That one game went literally was 2.02 games in one.
Yeah. Oh,
you know,
God.
it went
That was
3 hours over. And so you have to wonder where. Now, I'm sure they're all decent. I mean, they're all conditioned. They're professional athletes. Of course, they're going to be in better shape than me.
but they're also human, just like everybody
Very
else.
human. And recovery is something that needs to happen.
Yeah.
So you have to wonder if we're going to see more hits that start getting lazier, which makes it more dangerous. Or if they're going to really shore it up. We saw 2 penalties only that period, as opposed to 6 that were in first period. I think Kevin Polito said it about earlier today about there's been a lot of penalties. They need to clean up their act, both teams.
Yeah, both teams. Although, again, I really want to see the penalties after that hit on Slavin, because I didn't really get a good view of those.
Yeah. What happened with
Martin
Burns, Chuck, and Yeah. I don't fully. Yeah, I'll have to look on like YouTube or Twitter or something. I saw the hit on Slavin. I saw that on Twitter already, and
oh yeah, that's probably blowing up on Twitter.
Oh yeah, Biz or not Biz, but whatever that one company is with the spit and gum or something. Anyway, I'm not gonna name them here. I'm not the biggest fan of them all the time, but they already posted it like big hit. Chiclet's a type of gum. If you don't, it's kind of old school. I don't know. Yeah, I know that about you. Hell yeah, Andrew. We appreciate it. We appreciate it a lot. But anyway, I was just looking through Twitter real quick just to see if there's anything popping out. Give me some more stuff to talk about. But realistically, man, this is not that bad of a game for either team. Now, like I said, there's been a couple small mistakes here and there, but I really feel like most of and maybe positioned mistakes aren't quite as like positioning. I don't know. It's not quite as obvious as just like missing the puck completely or something, right? And so maybe that's what happened with some of those goals where Carolina may have been out of position on defense, and they were able to get behind them. And
the Carolina's not playing their game because, as you can tell so far this game, it's just all over the place. Carolina likes to play kind of a contained game.
Controlled.
Yeah, more contained, more controlled type of game because it's just all over the place. Obviously, having Slavin out for the rest of the game is going to hurt your team. It is. But regardless, I still think Carolina has one of the best D, even with Slavin out. And they need to tighten up defensively. They're just letting Florida in too much.
I have a sign here, and I used to live in Florida, and this is such a Floridian thing. It said, Florida knows how to handle hurricanes. Dude, Florida people don't give a shit about hurricanes. They're just like, oh, better make sure my windows are all closed. Like, they're just to a fault. All right, third period, puck drop right now on my screen.
Oh, here it comes. It could be the last period
for
the Hurricanes here.
Just a few seconds left of Carolina Hurricanes power play, and the power play is over now. So
I'm not surprised. Carolina's power play has not been good this game, and they gave up a power play, so not really winning on special teams.
Maybe we can talk a little bit about that later. I don't really think that matters right now. I was going to go over to some player stats, but we'll pass on that for now. So far, Carolina down 1 goal, 3-2, and they're up over that. They're up 8 shots, 26-18 right now. There's something to maybe think about a little bit, just in that they were ripping more shots and having less success. So maybe Florida's really picking and choosing their moments a little better. As we were talking about, like getting, like, playing a controlled game. I've been seeing it at times, some really slap happy stuff. Yeah, they're trying to clear it sometimes, especially in a penalty, but they're not even looking where they're clearing it. And it's just going right back to a Panther instead of like going down the ice or whatever. But Catherine, Jessica, hey, thanks for joining us tonight. I appreciate you. Florida scoring on the power play is rare. Right on. I haven't kept up with them enough to know, but I would still be nervous of giving Matthew Tkachuk a power play,
Yeah.
Everybody just been watching. Yeah, hey, that's all right, man. We've had quite a few viewers for this whole stream, and I do appreciate all y'all being here tonight. Even the ones not chatting, it's not a big deal. I like to just sit and vibe in some people's streams as well. Yeah, what are you? Oh, wait. So I can't, on my end, I can't see this. You just said thanks, Catherine, and she said you're welcome. Did you just get gifted something through YouTube? Like, I don't know how it works here. Like I said, on my end, I don't see it. So I'm just curious. I mean, you don't have to. I'm not worried. Whatever. But in any case, just curious. If
That's interesting. I didn't know you could do that. If you can give to another person in the chat.
Well, so like I don't do YouTube streaming as much, but with over at Twitch, yeah, you can gift subs all day. Well, subscriptions is what they call it there. Here you join the channel. Subscribing is just clicking the button and liking, which y'all should not forget to do over here if you're liking the content. Was wondering if any other else was chat. Okay, cool. I'm still curious about that. I'm gonna look it up so I can know for sure next stream. But about 2.5 minutes into the third period, still 3-2, still chugging along. They're showing Radko Gudas right now on my stream and Matthew Tkachuk. Matt just looks like, I don't know, man. He looks like the guy to take the last slice of cake.
Who, Paul Maurice?
No. Yeah, I believe that if there were cake and there was last slice, Matthew Tkachuk and Paul Maurice are going to fight over it.
I could see that.
Just saying. No, but yeah, no, really, Matthew Tkachuk looks like someone to take the last piece of cake. And just like, oh, sorry, you didn't get any. And march on.
Yeah. Or Radko Gudas. I think Radko Gudas is a dirtier player than.
Oh yeah. He would not do it to your face though. He'd do it behind your back. He'd just take it and eat it before you even knew it was gone.
Yeah.
Don't trust your cake around Radko Gudas.
That could be a good meme.
That would be pretty funny. Don't leave your cake around Gudas. I'll have to clip that.
Yeah.
So that way people can get the context.
Yeah.
I like it. Hot Take Hockey, is that? I'm not sure if I know what that is. Reached 50,000 subscribers. That's awesome. Good for them. That's awesome. Excellent. I'd love to grow this channel to that someday. You know, I'm not like in charge or head of it, but I am partnered with the network.
Missed call there.
Ooh,
maybe
that was a close one.
I saw one of our Hurricane players cover their face, so I was like, "Oh boy, might be a stick there."
I'm curious. Still 4 penalties each apiece. Oh, whoa. Okay, it was on the follow through, but that was a bullshit follow through. Like, wow. Wow, I don't know about that. I think that one should be called. You really should have better control of your stick. Like, it was on a follow through of a puck you whatever.
That sucks.
Whatever.
Oh, he's bleeding too. Oh gosh, I don't like
That
that.
would have been a double minor, or was that a major? Is that a major? Is it 4 minutes or 5 minutes?
The thing is that the rule makes it clear though that if it is a follow through, then it's no penalty. You just kind of probably need to stick to that rule. It sucks, but
Yeah.
I mean that's a follow through right there.
Whoa, what a weird ass block. A dude
Whoa.
starfish in the middle of the ice and just
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
yeah, he was becoming Patrick Starr for a minute there.
Catherine, I have not seen Taskmaster. I don't know. I don't watch TV. I don't have time for anything else other than really hockey and baseball. Speaking of hockey,
I've never seen Taskmaster either, so
I'm not quite sure I know what that is. So has anyone out there been watching the IIHF World Championships? And if so, tell me who you're rooting for. I'm assuming most people here are probably US or Canadian. I'm looking forward to. Ooh, Gudis down there shaking his head. Good. Love to see him annoyed. Hot Tech Hockey is John Varios, and he's part of the channel. Oh, okay, cool. Wasn't sure. I didn't want to go broadcast someone who wasn't like part of the channel. Just not because I dislike anyone, but like just for principle, I guess. You did not see him live.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Good for him. Jacob says bye Canes. Hey, it could be.
Yeah, it could be.
Only one goal. And there's
might be crying myself to sleep tonight. We don't know yet.
It's the way she goes. Captain going for the USA in the IIHF World Championship. Oh boy. Some chances here by the Canes. A nice slapper swallowed up by Bob Broski. Am I behind you a little bit now?
No, you're right there.
Okay.
Yeah, just a huge shot from Aho for the one-timer, Bobrovsky's spot.
Jacob is going for Canada and the one and only Leo Carlsson's Sweden. So I'm looking forward to future Blue Jacket Leo Carlsson doing well in this tournament as well. I mean, unless he does so well that Arizona takes him second, then I would love to see future Blue Jacket Adam Fantilli do well in the tournament too. Fantilli got kicked out for a game from a high hit. I think it's mostly just because he was high. He's taller. I'm sorry. I don't think he was high during the game. But like, I think it's because he was taller. And other than that, what are you gonna do? Bend down to hit somebody? No, that's weird. Anyway, 15-minute mark just hit. We're got a minute 20 left on the Carolina Hurricanes power play. And they seem to have been making the most of it till just a few seconds ago. We got a running back down the ice. I mean, running, they're skating, but everyone knows what I mean. And they are trying to, and they're getting bodied by Florida up against the wall. Like, this is such a nice move by Florida. Their special team there was playing that perfect. Like, they were extending when they needed to, putting pressure on when they needed to, but not getting caught behind them. So very, very interesting. Kane should take some lessons on how to come back with one goal. Lessons from who? Good shot there by the Carolina Hurricanes, right at 30 seconds left of their power play, and it is held by Bob Broski. Canadian guy.
Right into Bobrovsky low, which he's going to stop.
Yeah, right into his gut. I mean, he didn't barely even have to move. He was already...
No, yeah, see, he didn't really need to move at all in that shot, so... Yeah.
Okay, guys, let's go Canada. Bone Cold, Bone Cold Please Austin 316. What's up, my guy? Welcome in. I'm a Stone Cold fan myself. Don't hate either the Canes or the Panthers, unlike the two teams in the West. I do love a good underdog story, so let's go Panthers. It's odd that they were President's Trophy winners last year and underdogs this year, right? They went to the last seed. Pretty crazy. From Vegas. Oh, okay. I see, Jacob. I got you. You're a Vegas fan. Why are you going for Canada? That is curious. Although that is where the wonderful, I think Adam Fantilli is Canadian, right?
Oh, man.
Dude, Florida on the counter here, looking like they have a good chance. Just high and wide.
Ooh.
Oof. That was close. What up, Bone Cold? Welcome in. Thank you. Everyone here seems to confuse it with the superhero. They had them eat as much watermelon as they could in a minute. What? All right. My mind is a little confused.
Well, Carolina played the body a little bit here.
Yeah. Looking like they're where are our hits at right now? Not that it matters too much. Looks like Carolina.
Oh. What a hit.
18. Speaking of hits, that was gnarly. Whoop. Carolina back on the their offensive end, and they shoot it through a crowd, and it bounces off somebody. That sucks. That sucks. They need to open a hole up down there, down the lane. And Panthers doing good, decent on offense still. If they could really shore up the
Carolina's killing them in shots, 32-19.
Right. Anderson's playing a hell of a game tonight, and some of those shots are just hitting players too. So let's see. Block shots does not mean goalie saves, right? So
no.
Wait.
Florida's
goalkeeper save is 30. Shots. The block shots are the ones then by the players too, because I know a lot of shots don't count as shots on goal. So they're not going to appear right here.
Yeah, if you hit the post, it doesn't count as a shot on goal, which I kind of find that a little bit ridiculous.
I do, unless if it hits the inside of the post or something, But how are you going to judge that? The direction it bounced.
Well, if the post is a part of the goal, and it is, I think it should be a shot on goal.
You can't have a goal without a post.
Yes, and there are several instances where a puck goes off the post and in.
Yeah, definitely. You can bar down. I mean, that's a whole name of a whole something out there. That's like a whole company somewhere.
I don't understand why it's not shot on goal. I never understood that, but
I think it's because it usually doesn't go in, and no player had to act on it. Like the goalkeeper didn't have to make a save, and nobody else had to make a save. So that's why I think that they would that's just a theory. I don't know shit.
I understand the goalie thing. I think you make a good point on the goalie thing, but I mean, I kind of think of the player thing that you said there as a way of being well, I mean, sometimes players use their wit a little bit. They should, they kind of use the crossbar to kind of deflect it in. Same thing by shooting it off of a goalie skate and go in. I think that's more of a player's wit, so I think it should count. So,
yeah. A little luck too sometimes. Kevin Brown, anyone know what happened with the player safety meeting on Ben? The cross check to the back of Mark Stone head neck last night. He got 2 games.
Yep.
So might be the end of his playoff run. What's up, Donnell? You're back. Did you miss anything? Sorry for the eating ASMR too. I got dry mouth. When did you go? It's 3-2 Panthers. Was it 3-2 when you left? If it wasn't, let me know and we'll tell you about it. You wouldn't mind seeing the Bone Cold says you wouldn't mind seeing the Panthers after coming back down 3-1 against Boston, blow a 3-0 lead against the Canes. Boston, but it would be funny. That'd be hilarious. I'd love to see it.
And Florida fans are doing the wave right now. I wouldn't be doing the wave if it's this close of a game, but that's just
Not me either. Did you have
gosh, what a play.
Super off topic, but the other day, good try by Stahl there. Covered up. All right, this is a good time for the story. Okay, what's the Philadelphia baseball team? Do you know a Philadelphia
Phillies?
Phillies. All I could think of was Flyers. Anyway,
Phillies?
At the Phillies game the other day, I think it was the Phillies game. They had Dollar Dog Night, and because we were talking about shit getting thrown on the rink earlier, so this shit getting thrown on the field. They actually ended up starting a wave at the game. We all know what the wave is. Woo! Right?
Yeah, the wave,
right?
Yeah.
And while they went woo, they were throwing up their hot dogs. Like throwing the tinfoil packs of hot dogs up in the air.
Interesting.
That's what happens, Dollar Dog Night, I guess.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's interesting.
just thought it was a funny story. But we're back on. 11 minutes left here in the third period. Can Carolina get that one goal?
Oh, what a save by Anderson.
Can they get that second goal? Will Florida make their lead a little greater? Can Florida get a bigger lead with only 21 shots?
Yeah. Hey, a question for me. Donald Weaver says, Sam, is there any Shake Shacks where you're from? Had you had any before? I have had Shake Shack. I think it's pretty good.
Is it East Coast thing?
It might be. I don't know, but I have had Shake Shack.
I've had Steak and Shake.
I've had that too. Yeah.
Okay. I love Steak and Shake. It's one of my favorites. They have
really good burgers.
Fries. Yeah. Love it. Now I'm hungry. Damn.
Yeah, I got me a bit of a snack. That's why I was a little bit late.
Oh, yeah, dude. No worries. Absolutely. I've been eating the snack this whole time. I try not to eat too much because on my regular stream, like on my Twitch or whatever, I have like a audio. Like I got it cleans up the audio for me, so you don't get the background noise ever, so you won't hear me chewing. But here, it's full ASMR, baby. You don't want to hear that. I personally hate ASMR, so like I don't want to do it to anybody out there. Sam, did you try Popeyes? I've had Popeyes.
I love Popeyes.
I love Popeyes.
There's a Popeyes right next to my work.
Hell yeah!
I'm very blessed with that.
We're not going to talk the blasphemy that is KFC, but I will talk about some Churches with you. I like Church's chicken. KFC's bullshit. It's crazy how, yeah.
I like KFC's mashed potatoes.
Really? I like their popcorn chicken at times too.
And their popcorn chicken is good.
It's nice to eat. Like if you want to eat like 40 of something, right?
Yeah.
Shit.
Let's see.
All right.
I'm sure you've tried Chick-fil-A, haven't you?
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
It's the pickles that make the difference. And I think their chicken is brined in pickle juice as well. So
I love it so much.
Yeah.
I could have Chick-fil-A every day if I could.
Did you ask my question? Sam, answer. Oh, well, okay. So when did you see last? Currently, Donnell, it's 3-2 with a nice shot by Brent Burns there, gloved up by Bobrovsky just now. So it's 3-2. What was the score last time you were here? Because that will tell us what we should tell you.
Yeah.
Haven't had KFC for years yet. No, yeah, me either. Nah.
It's been some time.
The alcohol smoothie drive-thrus in the Bayou State are unreal.
Alcohol smoothies
in Louisiana, dude? From a car? Really? Can you go through a drive-thru like on a bike or something, though? I don't know.
Oh,
how'd you have Shake Shack? Yeah, Donald, he answered that. Yeah, he has. Sorry to
yeah,
answer back for you again.
yep. I have had Shake Shack before.
Me tried Florida Naples the first time. Nice. Yeah, there was a whole different set of restaurants when I lived down there, and then I went with my ex to her family's place in Mississippi, and we tried Whataburger there, and some other southern
I've
favorites.
never had Whataburger, but I've heard it's really good.
It's good. I just don't think it's like as good as people down there say.
Have you had In-N-Out before?
It's comparable to me with Whataburger. I think they're on the same level. I think part of what makes it good is where they're at too, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, down in the South, it was nice. Like it was like hot out. You got to eat out, sitting in the back of my car or something. That was nice. It was cool. It was, if I want to go to, I don't know, In-N-Out up here in Ohio, and it's like middle of winter. Like I don't know. Different settings can make you totally feel something else about a food. Have you tried Wingstop before? Rapper Rick Ross coat.
I have had Wingstop before. I think that's another really
shit.
good place.
I think Wingstop's good
That's
for
really good.
for a wing chain. I would get Wingstop before BW3s.
Yeah. Wingstop is really good.
Do you like the drums or flats? You're a drums or flats kind of guy, or boneless?
I don't like boneless.
Me either.
I kind of like the drums better.
I like the drums a lot. Flats are nice though too. I'm a sauce on the side kind of guy. I don't like mine covered. I don't like getting my fingers messy. I don't like getting it all over my face. Just dip it in it and eat it, right? Like why not?
Yeah.
It's a revolute, and then you can eat exactly how many barbecue ones you want, exactly how many hot ones you want. Anyway, game is back on. Kane stuck down in their defensive end, and Florida gets.
Oh boy!
Oh wow! I thought that was in.
Oh, what?
What happened?
What
Where?
in?
Florida with the goal chance that I thought, like the fans there thought it was in. They were standing up and cheering already.
Although honestly, I would feel a lot better. I'm not saying that. Listen, I still want the Hurricanes to win this game, but if I had to lose, I'd rather lose with knowing that we were going to be down with Florida scoring another goal here than waiting till the final seconds.
I feel you. And also too, the game that and even the series, like we've talked about already. Yeah, they're down 3-0, but they've competed in every game, and in fact, they could have won either the first two. I think those were just kind of lucky at times. But yeah, wow. Here we are. And I would not be disappointed in any way of how they played in the playoffs. They've been amazing so far. They still have a chance here. 8 minutes left in the third. They have 11 more shots than Florida on goal. 34-23. And just a well-played game from both teams. Florida just got that one extra goal. With that came from that power play. Without that one power play goal earlier, it'd be 2-2. It'd be 2-2. If I had Buffalo Wild Wings, yeah. I like B-dubs a lot. I just it's okay.
Yeah, I had a crazy story at Buffalo Wild Wings.
What?
Because I was eating at that place when Brock McGinn of the Hurricanes scored the game-winning goal at Washington in the playoffs.
Nice.
So I was eating at that place. I was on cloud nine, flew over the moon. So I went outside and ran the whole entire block. Just come back in, and I was just like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe it!"
You still have your seat?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
There weren't that many people at Buffalo Wild Wings. Actually.
Really?
No.
So I've been to one around here. I've been to a couple actually. So like when Ohio State plays Michigan football.
So you're a Buckeye fan,
any
right?
B-dubs, it'll be packed to standing room only,
Really? Oh, wow.
and the place gets nuts, like absolutely crazy, dude. Oh, looks like Carolina keeping it down in their offensive zone. Shooting into traffic again with no real results. They really need to get Florida out of the middle there. And although they are looking for a screen themselves, I'm sure, I don't think it's helping their cause. It's just putting too many bodies in front of the net. Jacob, yes, sir. Tomorrow you are going to have the one and only Neil Viapano and Kyle Manifold. Wonderful Neil from the Devil State of Mind podcast, and Kyle from Calgary Flames. I'm sorry, Kyle, if you're listening. I'm so sorry that I forget what podcast you do. If you do, I don't remember. Anyway, so yes,
does he have a podcast? Because I did not know that.
Yeah. Check out like the videos on the Hockey Podcast Network on here. Sometimes they're very pretty entertaining, pretty good stuff here. You'll learn a lot too. But yes, they are. And then I will. Maybe I won't be. Never mind. We'll see. I'll tell you guys after this match which next game I'm doing.
Yeah, but yeah, we've actually, because Neil does the New Jersey Devils, we've had him as a guest on our podcast a couple times during the Devil series. So he's a great guy, very talented.
Yeah, I love Neil.
He is very talented.
If Florida wins, I have to eat pickles with nothing on it. Well, sure. I love pickles. Why not?
Hey, I'd be willing to do that.
I like a lot of pickled things too. You ever had those pickled like green peppers, like those little pepperoncinis? Those are pickled. They're really good. Carrots are really good pickled. We're so off topic from hockey now, but it is late in the game. It's late in the evening.
Late.
I know.
And honestly, it helps with the coping. So
right, it kind of and obviously then it passes time too, because then we're not just running out of things to say about the game. Because I don't want to say there's been a lull, because there really hasn't been here lately. But obviously with no scoring, you just have to start making shit up about the game. That you're like, oh yeah, so their passing sucks or something, right? Like, I mean, but in all fairness, I mean, there's not. Okay, this is something interesting to look at. I just was talking about passing sucking. The Florida Panthers, who are up 3-2 with less shots, also have 15 giveaways. That means that they had the puck and they hit it to where the Canes picked it back up.
Yeah.
Just gave it right back to them. A takeaway is then where you just go in and you take the puck from them, as opposed to them giving it to you. And the Canes been a little cleaner here. With
there's the Prince of Wales trophy right there, being polished. I don't know if you see it.
Not on my broadcast.
Not on your broadcast.
my broadcast here. Yeah, it's I have I got fed up with a lot of United States streaming services, so I'm maybe using Sportsnet somehow with a VPN or something. But
Sportsnet's way ahead of the other US broadcast.
Yeah. It's simple. It's what I want, what I really, really want.
How are you able to get Sportsnet? Because I wouldn't mind getting that.
I'll tell you after.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't want to give away to everyone. Have I had fried pickles? Hell yeah, dude. Fried. I can't eat them anymore. But fried pickles dipped in like ranch or something. All right. Ranch. We are officially in the final 5 minutes of third period regulation time. It's 3-2 Florida still.
All right, let's put on the funeral service.
So what did you call it? Is it Prince of Wales trophy?
Yeah. Prince of
What?
Wales Trophy basically is given to the team that wins the Eastern Conference.
Okay, my team's never got theirs. Why? Do you know why they call it Prince of Wales? Like Welsh?
I think I do because and part of it too. I'm trying to expand my NHL history knowledge, but
Yeah.
I believe it's because of there was like this might be on the nose, but a prince part of something with the word Wales.
Well, I just thought about that. Canada had been under the Queen for a long time, and even still, they
Yes.
well, now it's king, so they recognize her as a queen, and I think that they have that's why the royal family moved here. That one dude and that one chick or whatever. I think so. It would make sense how something there because Canada hockey and whatever things get mixed up somehow. I'll look it up later. All right, 3.5 minutes left in the third period. It's getting down to the wire. It's getting down to the wire. And boom, there it is.
Are you serious?
Yeah. 100%.
Woo!
Wow.
Yeah.
3 minutes, 22 seconds left in the game.
Yes,
And the
for
Hurricanes
us.
tied 3-3 with the Florida Panthers.
Does this mean we're going to another?
Oh, I just got goosebumps, man. This could be different. This could change the the storyline of this game so far, which was them. And this is exactly what you said earlier tonight. What did they have to do? They have to crash the net and look right where this goal is scored from. Yeah, it was passed too fast, but it was directly in front of the net because he was moving there.
Oh my god!
Wow, what a great shot by Fast. What a great shot. And I think Arnie, looks like Florida Panthers are not happy about this. The crowd is standing and shaking their fists. No, a lot of them are sitting. Unlike the Canes game where they were all standing for 3 hours extra because we went to OT. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. Spinning Mantis, thank you for the info here. The Prince of Wales Trophy was first announced in December 1925. It was sponsored by the then Prince of Wales, Prince Edward, which I think is a prince's name nowadays too, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
I know.
One of them, I read somewhere, right? You would rather play with Woody and Buzz than watch this game. It's fair. Woody and Buzz are cool as shit. I used to have a Buzz toy growing up, dude. I got it when I was at Disney World. And it was like the Millennium thing. So it was like a Millennium Buzz Lightyear. He was all shiny and shit. It was cool shit. I had it for so many years.
They were great movies too.
Prince of Wales is the king queen's son always. So Charles was Prince of Wales before he was king. Gotcha. The Western Conference has the Clarence Campbell Trophy.
Yeah, Clarence Campbell. I would love it, and it will calm my nerves a bit if the Hurricanes could somehow manage to score another goal here in the third.
Dude, we have 2.5 minutes left. I mean, you can score a goal in 10, 15 seconds. You can score a goal in 10, 15 minutes. It's just,
oh my God. Anderson, get back in there.
What the hell just happened? Where's the puck?
Okay, so the net got knocked off a bit. But my God,
what happened? I'll check it out. I didn't say anything bad about Toy Story. I said I love Toy Story. It's awesome. Steve Santana, Florida fan, says, "Come on, Florida, you got this." They almost did, or they almost do. Hard to know. Skip your comment of damn. Oh, how about chicken wings and boneless? I like the flats the best because sorry, intense part of the game right now. It gets shut out. Okay, so the flats. Okay, so there's two bones in the flats that connect like this, right? There's two bones. So what you do is you take them and you twist it, and then you just off. It sounds gross to talk about, but it breaks the tendons of the bones, and you can just the whole meat, just the bones, you just pull them out while you eat it. So
yeah.
Kevin Brown said, "You said 4-3 in overtime, dude. And you said, and we made fun of you. That's why I remember that, because we're like, please, we didn't make fun of you, but me and Sam and other Sam from the Caniac Report did a 6-hour broadcast the other night. We covered all 3 and part of the 4th overtime in this last game. Wow, Canes really looking like they don't want to go into overtime here. I don't blame them. I wouldn't. Overtime has not gone well for them twice already.
Yes, because they realized, being like, oh, there's a live stream tonight on Hockey Podcast Network hosted by Lance and Sam. We don't want to come up till 2 a.m. again. Please, no. I don't want I don't want 5 overtime.
Yeah, Andrew, if I want, I'm not for boneless wings. If I want chicken nuggets, I'll just go to McDonald's. Wendy's has good chicken nuggets too.
They do. They have good deals. I like Wendy's deals a lot.
Yeah, to get a nap the podcast. Yeah, right. I did mine earlier tonight. We go live 7 p.m. every Wednesday night over at the Brew Jackets. You can find us on Twitter at Brew Jackets Pod. We go live every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Tonight I did 6:30 though, so I can make it here in time, plenty of time to be with you all wonderful people. Do you have a certain day of the week that you guys do yours?
Stahl's going to the box.
Oh no, for what? Is it in place of the goalie? What happened last? Was the net knocking off good?
No, it had nothing to do with that play.
Tripping. Okay.
Yeah, tripping probably.
So, Canes back on the power play. Florida.
You call that? I would not let that go. Late in the 3rd period, you let stuff like that go. I'm sorry.
Yo, the refs have bets that they want to hit. All right.
Let that stuff go.
All right. It's getting down to it. We're 40 seconds left in the 3rd period. Florida Panthers on the power play. They're all over this net, all over this offensive zone. Canes need to compose themselves and keep their heads level. They need to focus on killing this penalty and nothing else.
There you go. Got it
into the neutral zone by the Canes. Just about 20 seconds left here in the 3rd period.
Oh, dear God.
And Florida is
oh, dear God,
up top high with it, down low with it, in the middle with it, and they miss. 5 seconds left in the game.
That was probably a post. Yep.
And they did it. The Florida Panthers, they scored in the last 5 seconds of a power play earlier in this game, and they just scored in the last 5 seconds of the 3rd period. What is with this team? I need to see a replay. I honestly, I didn't even understood. I didn't even understand what happened here. I need a replay here. Bone cold. That was funny your fight. That was funny your 2 minutes ago. Canes for the win. It's over. Bye-bye, Canes. Ouch.
Wait.
Stars get swept.
There's something else to this goal?
I thought so. That's why I wanted to see the replay. Okay, so did Bennett trip?
I don't see anything there. I just...
Oh, there's Daddy Kachuk. I don't know who that is. They're showing me on camera now. It's going to review. It's probably going to Toronto.
Bennett's stick was kind of...
He tripped the guy who was in front, which ended up colliding with Anderson a bit.
Yeah,
the Rats are on the ice already. That's
really... Brent Moore's using his stick. They're reviewing this.
Yeah, really, they should
really want to turn up the volume.
There's 4 seconds left. No matter what, those people should have kept on to the little Rats. Could be goalie interference. 100%. I think Donnell. I think Kachuk is a major pest. Hanging on, Andrew. I'm hanging on. That one's hard to tell. Dude, I'm sorry. I think it's going to be a clean goal. Bennett is poking at his pee-pee. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. I hope they're not throwing more rats in the ice now or whatever.
His
Because
stick is right there, though. You can see his stick right in between Anderson's.
Oh, whoa, dude! I just saw that from the up high angle. Bennett. Oh, dude.
Good goal.
Ouch. Did they rule that it just didn't have enough effect on it? Wow, it had to be the captain too. Ouch. Jordan Staal is the captain, right? Ouch. Damn. Well, with 4.3 seconds left to go, that appears to be probably the game-winning goal for the Florida Panthers. If you have to or want to head out at any point, Sam, it's fine by me. I can also finish this off if needed, no problem. But it appears to be an assist from Barkov and Reinhardt. And I'm thinking, wow. Do you think I don't know? I don't want to ask painful questions right now, but do you think that this might factor into Jordan Staal wanting to retire?
Maybe it's up to him. I could possibly.
There it goes.
I could possibly see it. Honestly, I
Damn.
could.
They're too good of a team to go down like this. They don't deserve either of those first two losses. Getting score on there in literally the last 5 seconds is probably one of the most brutal ways to go. And you mentioned it early on too. You're like, I'd rather know now that they're losing earlier in the period than wait until the last few seconds. That I honestly can't believe that happened. Like, yeah, there was a power play, but it wasn't even like there wasn't people around him. It just, ouch. Julian Olsen, yeah, I remember you. Thanks for joining again. So sorry it's the end of here. Gabriel Cole, the producer, says, fuck the Panthers. Canes should win. NHL 22 says, here come the Rats. Go Canes, go. I'm not going to read the rest of that because you're inciting violence, Gabriel, but I get where you're coming from and I understand how you feel. Had a great run, Sam, says Andrew. That's they're going through the handshake line right now. Bobrovsky deserves a huge pat on the back for this game. Yeah, a hard way to go. Hard fought from both teams. I feel really bad right now for Alexander Barkov and as well. I'm so sorry. Who went off earlier? Slavin. I feel really bad for Slavin and Barkov having to get injured in these games. Luckily now, silver lining now is Slavin can 100% get healed up and come back better than ever next year as well. I mean, I know he's.
Oh my gosh, that was a great moment. Brenda Moore was talking to Eric Stahl in the handshake line. Those two guys were teammates when they won.
Yeah, no doubt. And Brenda Moore talking to Paul Maurice.
Oh, I love this moment. I do
love it. What is the storied history between these two coaches? Even before they were coaches, or before Brenda Moore was a coach, really. Very interesting. Let the merch sell for Florida now, dude. This is, Florida, unironically, I think has one of the lowest attendance rates in the NHL. And this could be huge for them because it helped transform Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
As you found, it helped transform Tampa Bay. So we'll see if it does help out Florida here as well. They have the hats already and everything. I don't know that they say Florida champions. I think they just say champions now of the Eastern Conference. Ladies and gentlemen, your Eastern Conference final winners, the Florida Panthers. If Sergei Bobrovsky was not the goalie, he swears the Canes would win the series. Absolutely, Gabriel. I agree. Donnell, I'm not going to push him on it right now. We'll get an interview on it later.
Carolina doesn't deserve the cup. I'm a little bit with you, a little bit, not in 100% with you, but a little bit there with you.
No, you don't even pay attention to mean ones. Stanley Cup Finals, Golden Knights versus the Panthers. So the Golden Knights have an opportunity tomorrow to knock out the Dallas Stars.
They do.
So
Donald Weaver says, "Hey Sam, how do you feel right now?" I hate it.
I was gonna ignore that one. I was just gonna let it go.
It sucks that we are that we lost during those final seconds there. And listen, at the end of the day, I am not going to blame officiating on the reason why a game ends. It's totally on the team's performance. But I had issue with that penalty on that trip. I thought it was very soft. I think they should have just let that go. And the other one, obviously, was the goalie interference thing. I mean, you can see the Florida stick right in between.
Yeah.
Anderson's. I'm sorry.
Good case
you need to be more responsible with your stick.
Yeah.
Because it's the goalie, should not be exempt from that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
100%. I agree with you there. Some that follow through high stick was also rough to see. I understand it was a follow through, but you don't have to follow for that like soft of a puck. You don't have to follow through up above your head.
Yeah, and honestly, I wouldn't mind if they put in, and again, some of this is rule book problems and officiating. I think goaltender interference is a rule book problem instead of officiating because there's so much ambiguity in it. But I mean,
get you done out.
A player's stick. You need to be responsible of it.
Yeah.
In other words, what you do to just a regular player should be also, if that's the penalty, then what you do to the goalie should also be a goalie. Consistency.
Yeah.
And I don't think there was consistent there.
NHL says, when do finals start if Vegas wins tomorrow? I would have to imagine they're going to do another short break. They did a little bit longer of a break this last time because all the teams lost at the same time, I think. Normally, like one team, normally one goes a little bit longer than the other sometimes. Anyway, so if they did, the finals would probably start. What is tomorrow? Thursday? Finals would probably start Monday. I could see. That's my guess. I don't know. I have zero clue. Rangers could have had Kachuk last summer. Drury is a lame GM. Bob,
that's interesting that you said that because, and there's a whole article on The Athletic of how this close Carolina was to getting Matthew Kachuk.
I heard the rumors too. I mean, I do remember that. I remember hearing the rumors swirling. I thought it was very interesting that he did go to Florida. One has to wonder what it's just gonna get paid more there, or if
could be because I mean
like
you probably are going to get paid more there compared to probably maybe North Carolina, especially New York, because of the taxes.
Yeah, and cap.
No sales tax in Florida.
Yeah.
So there's a factor there, but I think one thing again, if I were to blame somebody on the Canes team, it'd probably be management. Because, I mean, you know what Florida did? They made a big hockey trade by getting Matthew Kachuk.
Yeah.
Yes, we got Max Pacioretty, but, I mean, everybody knows his injury history.
Yeah.
And listen, I credit Carolina for getting Max Pacioretty, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Go through a couple more comments here, and then we'll wrap this up then too. Bone Cold says Carolina has not won an Eastern Conference Finals game since Game 7 of the 2006 Eastern Finals against Buffalo. Swept in 2009 by Pittsburgh, 2019 Boston, and now Florida in 2023. Well, here's to next year, man. I really think that this team has it in them. Maybe you might be onto something. As good of a coach as Rob Brind'Amour has been and is,
It's not on him.
It's not on him, I don't think either. I really think that maybe some special teams, a power play coach could maybe step it up a little bit.
Not even. I think it's management, the higher ups, the general.
I got GMs and shit.
Yeah,
gotcha.
I think that's where probably some of the blame lies.
So Kevin thinks Sunday if Vegas could sweep up the Stars. June 8th is the official start date, but the league could change it. Interesting. I would see them. I mean, if it's tomorrow, I don't think it's going to be I don't think it's going to be 2 weeks till they play again. That would be insane. When's the NBA championship? Has it already happened? I can Google that myself. June 1st to June 18th. Okay. Well, I thought they always like to finish after the NBA championship because of viewership. Is usually because then there's nothing else to watch, right? There's no NBA, so it's just the Stanley Cup, and it's the biggest game for hockey of the year, right? Biggest games.
Yeah.
But that goes from June 1st to June 18th officially as well. So, we'll see. First and foremost, Dallas has to get swept tomorrow, which is a very good possibility. And if not tomorrow, Saturday, But yeah, Yankees are still playing in the 7th inning. They had an early rain delay before the game. That sucks. I wonder what the Guards did today. Oh yeah, the Guardians lost the fucking White Sox today. Ugh. They lost like every game in that series. So awful. Dowdy called it. Kachuk wanted more money than Calgary would pay and got the fuck out of there. It's working out for the Panthers, I would say. So the NHL playoffs usually starts before the playoffs, but they started the
playoffs earlier.
NBA playoffs earlier is what I'm assuming. Yeah. Interesting. All righty. Well, I think we're going to wrap things up here tonight. Sam, would you want to sign yourself off for you in the Caniac Report?
Great. Honestly, I mean, Hurricanes beat my expectations. Do I still think there needs to be work? I still think there needs to be work done on this team, but they have beaten my expectations. I thought they were going to get knocked out in the second round, so I consider it mostly a successful team. I don't consider it I don't really like how there are people out there that says, "Well, cup or bust." That's how performance should lie. It's more complicated than that. It's sports. So that's my take. And great run for the Hurricanes overall.
Yeah, fantastic run. Anything else you'd like to say? If not, then tell us who you are, where you come from, and what about your podcast a little bit.
So my name is Sam Wallace. I am from the Caniac Report. It talks about all things Carolina Hurricanes, and it's born here out of Raleigh, North Carolina.
Right on, man. Well, hey, unfortunate night for you. Me and all the other viewers here, I'm sure feel for you. It is what it is.
This live stream helped a lot, though, because if I didn't do this live stream, I've been more fully immersed into this game.
Standing up pacing. That's how I watch games. I have a standing desk and I roll the whole way up and I stand up and I watch the game at eye level and I just I'm kind of like always like pacing back and forth.
Yeah.
I'm crazy, I know. But NHL 22, thanks for joining us. Donnell, thanks for joining us. Kevin, Bone Cold, other Kevin. Wait till next year. Excellent. Well, I will be back here. I'm going to try to do as much of the finals as I can. So I will be back here for that tomorrow. Join Neil and Kyle. They covered the Devils earlier series. They will be here tomorrow night covering Game 4, a possible sweep of Las Vegas versus the Dallas Stars. So interesting, Donnell. Hey, this probably came in after like right before I said it, but yes, I will try to be doing some of the finals. Those are probably some of the biggest games of the year. They mean, it's something I get super excited for every year and whatnot. So, keep an eye out for that. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell notification so you know when we go live for that. And you'll be able to find us tomorrow going live as well. Then a lot easier. Anyway, my name is Lance. This has been a live watch party stream of the Hockey Podcast Network. And what a game it was. Thank you all for joining me. There's a spider.
There was a spider.
Sorry. So sorry. I got distracted there. Whatever I was saying was probably super important. THPN. Join them. See you tomorrow, guys. Or I won't. I'll probably be in chat tomorrow just shooting the shit. See you guys tomorrow in chat and see you guys later for the finals. Thank you very much for doing this live stream with me, Sam. I always I appreciate it. It's a good time. Maybe we'll do some more here in the future as well. But we'll see you guys all here another stream. Have a good one, guys.
See ya.
We will see you later.